Everybody in the shop. That's better. Less glare. It is hot. Not too bad in the basement, but 60. But man, it's hot. Link is out there. I'm just taking a break. Having a go. Bottle of water. See who's around. It is a hot day today. It is almost 90 here in Connecticut. Let's see what we got for weather right now. It is. Oh, where does it say? Can't even see it, can you? Wow, can't even see it. It says 87. Why can't you see that? Trust me, 87. According the high is 87, so it's reached the high. They said the high was going to be around 3 o'clock. So, anywho, I have a Zema carburetor from a Mantis tiller. You push the primer bulb down, it don't come up. So I'm gonna get the old ultrasonic. We're gonna put it in a little jar of gasoline, and we'll go from there. But man, is it hot! Oh, it is a hot day today. Who's here? We got Rich's Mowers and Blowers. Snow Monday. Where? Up your way, Rich? Not here. It's supposed to get into the 50s next couple days. But right now, we got 80s and 90s yesterday, today, and tomorrow night it's supposed to cool off. John Rhodes is here. Hello, John. How are you? Like I said, I'm in the basement. The Wi-Fi, I don't know how good. Let me see. I got the mouse on now. Let's see. Oh, it showed. Okay, let me see. Does that show? Yeah, a little bit of a delay, but it shows. Anybody wants to come up, say hello. There's the link. I don't know who's around Friday afternoon. Today's my day off of work, and I only talked to work 3 times today, so that's not bad. Usually I talk to them about 10 times when I'm having my day off, but got people in from Italy working on machines, so I got to keep in touch with them. Anywho, like I said, hot day. I got about 12 machines I'm working on. I've done 4 so far, and I actually picked up something at the dump, which was kind of cool. Snow up in Michigan on Monday. Wow, that's going to be something. I wouldn't mind the cooler weather. I mean, like I said, it's just too hot. I'm not into the heat, to be honest with you. But in April, middle of April, it's already 90 degrees. That's crazy, you know. What is there? Yeah, 73 there. Yeah, it's 87, so it's hot here. But Monday, was it coming from Canada, Rich? It must be coming down from Canada. Is that Henry? Let me see.
No way. Is it him?
Oh, I see you, Hank. Hold on. My mouse is playing tricks with me here. Ready? Let's see if it worked. There we go.
How you doing, Ken?
What's going on? Oh, crazy day. Well, we took care of what we had to take care of, me and the wife, with the Fidelity stuff. We took care of that, so that's all good. Well, the guy's trying to say, oh, why don't you borrow from your 401k? I'm like, idiot. I'm paying 9% on a line of credit. I'm making crap with the other stuff. I got a Roth that I already paid the tax on. We're over 59 and a half. The account's over 5 years old. I don't know squat. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess I am right. I guess that MBA did help me, you know?
Yeah. That's like trying to buy a brand new car. You know, they want you to have it on payments.
They think you're idiots. Yeah, they're talking to my wife, and I'm like, dude, I didn't go to Wharton, but I do have an MBA, so I do know what the heck I'm talking about, you know?
Exactly.
Idiots. Let's see. John Rhodes. It's always raining over there, though, I think, John, but we'll see. Dick is here. Hello, mate. How's things in Birmingham? Hopefully all is well. Yeah, snow in Michigan Monday. That'd be something.
Yeah. I'm not going to type in hello to everybody, but I'm going to say hello to everybody. You know?
How's your dad doing, all right?
Yeah, he's doing good. He's got the sleeping sickness or something. He just falls asleep, constantly,
Yeah. I tell you, my wife was sick for 2.5 weeks. There's stuff going around like almost like a pneumonia type something, respiratory,
He's 97 and he's probably doesn't sleep at night as much as he should, so he just wallows out at night.
Well, it's like me. I get 3-4 hours. I don't get much. Ever since I came off third shift years ago, I just really don't sleep.
No.
But then my wife will say, I hear you snoring. Yeah, but what, for an hour,
Yeah.
So it's funny. I'll be watching TV. I'll be watching TV. Also, I look. It's like, where's the last 3 episodes go?
Good video today, Ken. Excellent.
Well, you know what it is? I looked at it and I said to myself, I hate you put the oil in, check it, put the oil in, check it, put the oil in, check it. You're doing it like 6, 7 times. You're like, what the hell? And then you're waiting for it to drip down. It's like, come on. You got the thing, and it's on both sides of it too. You know what I mean? You got the two things. And I used to hate when in the old Briggs you had to use that to fill it because you needed a real long, thin funnel, all that crap,
Yep.
But I got another one for tomorrow. I fixed my no spill gas can that spilled. So that's a couple of O-rings in there. I got a video coming out tomorrow on that little stuff, but it's funny. Like today I'm fixing stuff. I did a walk behind mower, walk behind leaf blower. You saw that in that video. And then the other guy, he had a Honda lawn mower, push mower. Hank, the air filter and the pre-filter were so clean. Hey, Klaus. The air filter and pre-filter look like brand new. This guy's got a mint lawn there's like no dirt, no dust. It's beautiful grass. So when he brings his mower back each year, it looks like I never touched it.
Right.
Sounds like my lawn.
The deck is perfectly clean. The only way I know that he uses it is the blades need sharpening. But as far as underneath is mint, it's perfect. The air filter, everything's perfect on it. I can't charge him for it. What am I going to charge him? You know what I mean? So he came in with the push mower and the walk behind leaf blower. All I did basically, I clean it off. You'll blow it off, clean it off. Change the oil in both of them, and I sharpen the blades. Right, for the 2 units, I charge him $50 for everything. He's happy as a clam. You know what I mean? Where the hell are you going to go? I didn't do anything. What take me 10 minutes?
I don't care. Guys that comes in with equipment like that, they get a discount. They get a discount.
Yeah, and I've been working on his crap for 10 years. So nice. He calls me like clockwork. Tax day, generally tax day around April 12th to 15th every year. He texts me, when can I drop off? So
used to be, people bring their stuff over to me, and they had dog crap all over the wheel. Oh man, and you got to work on that.
But I charge a cleaning fee for that.
Yeah,
I do too, and it's expensive.
So Klaus, how you been?
I'm fantastic. It's Friday night here, and Kenny, you off today?
Yeah, today I worked last Friday, so this Friday off. But of course, I spoke to work probably 10 times today. Well, not 3 times. It wasn't too bad. But I got 5. Actually, I have 5 foreign nationals in at one time, which is fun with like the logistics and all. But hey, we got through it. No big deal. Oh.
Tell the people what happened. They had 2 broken and went in.
No, I don't want to get into work here because if anyone knows what I do, I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
I don't want anyone from the local getting on here. Kenny's bad mouthing us. Nope. Not gonna do
it. Yeah. I know. You had a bad day.
You never know who's listening. In fact, one of the riggers who's helping us with that job, he actually has a channel. He said he subscribed, but he must have his subscription turned off as far as you could see subscriptions, because when I went on mine, he says, I just subscribed to you. I couldn't see him. So he must have it turned off where you can't see his subscription or something.
Yeah. You can do that. So,
yeah. But I've been getting a few. Brucey gave me a shout out. I've gotten a few subs since then. So thanks to Bruce for that. I've probably got 20 or 30 more since he did that. So I'm up to about 30, 35, 60 or something. So we're getting there. Little by little. Yeah. It looks like it's starting to be that time of the year now where people are starting to watch. You can see the views are going up,
Right.
I have 50% more views now than I did 2 months ago.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for this guy to show up. He said buy 3. That usually means 258. So yeah, this guy set your watch. He's like me. I told him I'd be home yesterday night after work at 4:10. I pulled up at 4:09:55. So he looks at me. He goes, "Man, you're pretty good." I said, "Hey, set your watch by me." I never used. When I was a kid, late for everything. The minute I started dating my wife and I got married, early for everything.
Yep. It's better to be 5 minutes early than 5 minutes late.
Yep. Well, what do they say? The old saying: if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late.
Exactly.
Who's there? Oop. This stupid computer though in the basement's killing me. I clicked on that 4 seconds ago. Now it shows up.
Can you use those huge piles of money you get from YouTube? Get yourself a good computer, will you?
No, no, I got it. It's upstairs. I'm not gonna bring it down here. This is the shop.
And,
This is
and,
dirty.
but,
Hey, Gary.
no, and a cable.
Well, that's the thing. I have to drill. The problem is my porch. It's got a concrete floor, so there's
Yes.
no way to really. I'd have to probably get like a 3-foot long drill, go through the box where the cable comes, and go at a diagonal to get to the joist in the basement, so I can access it.
Yes.
But I should though, because definitely with a cable, it'd be night and day.
I mean, even here, I sit right next to the router. It's right over here.
Mm.
I'm cabled.
Oh, I'm 10 feet from my router, but it's separated with wooden concrete. So, hey, Bruce.
Hey, Brucey.
So, but let's see. Control.
Gary, Randy, Dick Small Engines, maybe. Rich. John Rhodes. Yeah, John. Finish the videos before you comment, will you? That was a good one.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, hi again. I'm not typing because I get frozen.
Yeah, Hank. What's that all
Klaus,
about?
he's frozen.
I am. I'm frozen.
See that?
No, you're not frozen for me.
No,
Oh,
Klaus.
no.
He was frozen.
Was it? Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
see. Hey, Brando. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
I was telling Hank earlier, we were on the phone with our, financial advisor, whatever, because we're getting toward retirement and all. And I said, we had a home equity line of credit, whatever. And I said, we don't need this thing. It's ridiculous interest. We don't need it. We don't know too much on it. She's got a Roth IRA. We already paid tax and everything on it. Just close out the other thing. Guy's like, well, you can take out of your 401k. Why would I want to pay tax? I already paid it,
Yeah.
And I said I was joking with him. I said, look, I may not have gone to Wharton, but I do have an MBA, so I'm not a dummy. And he's like, well, I didn't know that. And I'm like,
Yeah. Oh,
no, but they get on the horn with you, like, well, for taxes, and I says, I know more than you. Don't about my money,
Yeah.
So anyway, but we took care of it. So that means we're in 3 more days. We'll be debt free.
All righty.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah.
It doesn't mean jack, but it makes you sleep better, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, nice when you owe anybody anything, So,
Here, if you own everything, you don't get deductibles. That means you pay more in tax.
But deductibles that's true, but it's still, I mean, in my thing here, I have no deduct. The kids are grown, house is paid. I mean, I have nothing to deduct. But next year, I think next year I may start investing in YouTube and go from there,
Here, our income tax is stepped. Depending on how much you earn, you pay more in tax.
Yeah.
And if you get, hey Mick, if you get to a certain level, you pay up to about 50% in tax.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. It hurts. So when my boss comes in and say, "Oh, Klaus, we're going to give you a $200 raise," I'm like, "Thank you."
It's almost like you say, no. Here's a funny story. I had a guy work for me. His name was Jose. He passed away, but anyway, nice guy. Because he was very low income where he lived in Bridgeport, he always told me, please don't give me a raise. Now he made, more than minimum wage, but really not a lot to support a family. He said, Kenny, trust me, I know what I'm doing. You know what he did? By making below the poverty level, he sent both his daughters to a sub-Ivy League college for free because he qualified for free tuition. Who's the dummy now, right?
Yeah.
So instead of making $10,000 a year, he got $500,000 worth of free college.
Yeah, and it's the same thing here. And I'm at the income level where I pay the high rate for some of my income, and that means if I don't have a deductible, I will pay 50% of, actually more than 50% of the last earned dollar. So by having a deductible, which is my mortgage, I can deduct the interest on that.
Sure.
So if I pay my house, all that means is I'll pay more taxes.
Yeah.
So is it a benefit here to be debt free? No, per se, no, it's not. It's crazy, but yeah.
What's saying? After 25,000, they tax them 50%. What you said? You're about 40%, aren't you, Klaus? Something like that.
My normal tax rate is 42%.
Yeah, so that's a lot. But then again, you're getting state funded.
It becomes 50, yeah. And then at another level, it becomes even higher.
Yeah.
So,
but state funding health isn't all that great, Ken.
No, agreed. It was funny. I was thinking the other day. I was talking to my wife, and I said, she's been working with the special needs kids for 14, 15 years. Okay. And I looked at what she made last year. She made more 33 years ago when we got married as a legal secretary. Yeah. She makes less now than 33 years ago. That's sad.
But
that's sad.
But at least she's hopefully doing something she likes.
She likes it, but it's a thankless job because the school systems don't give a crap. That's the problem. No, she's not a teacher, so she still pays union dues. She paid more in union dues than she did state tax.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was like, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Catch cow. Pat, what's going on? Yeah, but anyway, like I said, taxes are done. Everything's done. Everything's good. So I told her, I said, next week we got to do that. And then we had another thing. We're transferring some stocks and other things. And, I just said to her, I said, we're at a point now where we really got to start thinking about what our money's doing or not doing.
Yeah.
I mean, 20, 30 years ago, it'd be crazy, go up, down, whatever. But now, you got to make sure you do. And it's funny because even the advisor said to me today, he goes, wow, you guys are in pretty good shape. I said, yeah, we don't do anything. We don't go on vacation. We don't drive lavish vehicles. We don't live in a big house. I mean, what do we do? We raise 2 kids. We put them through school, marriages, whatever. We're done. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Today was payday. Today was payday.
What do you mean, your last payday?
I returned 2 riding mowers and I sold my Simplicity.
You did?
Yep.
Did you actually make anything? I know you had a lot in it.
Absolutely not. That was down there.
That was a labor of love, really, for what you were doing. Yeah.
It made me 12 videos.
Yeah. Hopefully they paid a little bit. Yeah.
Nah, I lost about, I don't know, what, $600-700.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
But that's just parts. You don't count your labor, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Thank you, Bruce.
I have $1,000 of parts into it, minimum. I'm still waiting for the brake parts that's going to come from the States.
Yeah, you were saying, yeah. Oh, he took it without brakes?
He did, and I told him, you bring it back in the fall.
Yeah, but it's a hydro, right? It's a hydro?
Yeah, it's a hydro.
He doesn't need brakes. You don't need brakes, technically.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
But he has no parking brake,
Yeah, so I told him, you bring it back in the fall. I'll do a free service on it, and I'll install the brakes, and you're good to go.
I tell you, parts lately, tough getting parts. I was talking to my dealer today, and here's a sad story. Toro, Toro, big Toro, all right? They're trying to make dealers buy battery equipment, make them, force them to buy, or if you don't want to do, say $10,000 worth of battery equipment, all right? Yeah. Otherwise, we'll pull your dealership. My dealer has been a Toro dealer since 1959. Okay, 64 years he's been a Toro dealer, and they said to him, well, if you don't want to stock a certain amount, and not him, he talked to all the dealers around. There's a dealer up in Vermont. He knows. He said $2 million worth of product from Toro every year. That's how big this guy is. They said to him, the guy says, I don't sell one battery, anything. Sure, nothing. My customers up here don't want battery. You know what they said? We'll pull you then. What?
Yeah.
$2 million.
It's a conspiracy.
Oh, it
is. It's actually, I don't think it's a conspiracy, Hank. I think this is corporate strategy.
It's still a conspiracy with the government for the lithium batteries and all that. Are you kidding me?
No, I think Toro, like all the other manufacturers, has invested so much money in battery stuff. They bought it and now they need to sell it, and they are squeezing everybody to go that way.
Yeah. Well, look at, if a house burns down because of the battery, are they liable?
No,
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Yeah.
not yet.
But-
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big liability to have those batteries. Your insurance company's not going to want to insure you.
No, I don't want hell. I don't. Sorry, I said hell. I'm sorry. I mean, heck. I don't even charge a battery in the shop when I'm not there.
Yeah.
No.
A regular lead acid battery, I don't charge anything when I'm not there.
Yeah. Like I said, I have it here in the shop. It's surrounded by concrete, so if there's anything, it won't. But like I said,
you'll only lose a gazillion chainsaws.
Yeah, but one thing though, the New York Fire Department said the other day, 2 children got killed because someone bought a cheap, I don't know if it was Chinese, but a cheap aftermarket battery charger to charge like a moped battery or something, electric bike battery, and it caught fire, and 8 people were trapped. They rescued 6, 2 passed, and because they couldn't afford the $80 OEM charger, they bought a $20 aftermarket knockoff that does not. And I said it the other day, the aftermarket chargers do not have circuit protection, so they just keep charging, and boom, fired, done. And that's what happened. Too bad,
It's the same thing with phone chargers.
Yeah.
Non OEM ones. Yeah. I hate that.
But like I said, all my stuff that I have, all the stuff I have is OEM. What came with it, even that Chinese thing I got from Double White 6 Bob. It's the original charger that came with it, but the minute it charges, it's literally a 10-minute charger. It's real quick. The minute it's done, I take it off. It's done. I will not leave it.
Bruce, enjoy. Hope the fight won't be too hard.
Yeah.
Some of the beast of us. Oh yeah, I saw the video this morning. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that's gonna be a beast. Definitely.
Poor guy had to take it apart twice to put it together.
He's thinking about sending the carcass of the other one to Leon over there, and I think he's in Oregon. Great channel though, Leon's Chainsaws.
Yeah, he's good.
House of Home Light. Yeah, good blog. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, just ask Boeing, right? Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, even the name charger. You're right, Brandon. Even name chargers don't leave them because you never know when the circuitry will fail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, never know. Oh.
And fire fighters are begging for something to put those fires out because they can't put them out.
Yeah, they bring in a what is this? A 20-foot or 40-foot open top container full of water.
Yeah,
they can transport in, and they dump that Tesla in it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, if it just smokes, they dump it in it. Gone. Goodbye, Tesla.
Well, I think years ago, at our place, we had a magnesium fire. We were grinding magnesium, and the wet filters dried out a little bit. They didn't pre-wet them before they started grinding. I guess it was after a weekend or something. And that's firemen. It's the worst. They're so afraid of magnesium fire, just like these lithium and stuff. It burns white hot, and you can't get near it. It just. It's crazy. Big singe in the roof. I mean, it was probably 10 years ago, but still, I remember it. I mean, we shut the whole plant down because even the fire, you're not supposed to. You try and breathe, you can't breathe the stuff, and what do you do? It's supposed to be special, either powder or something you're supposed to use for it. But man,
you can't.
And don't let your pets or kids play with them because they blow up if you chew into them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah. And you're right, John. Water makes magnesium fires worse.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you have a fire that heats up aluminum and you put sodium bicarbonate on it, like what's in the powder extinguishers, temperature just goes up on the aluminum and it melts.
Huh.
Yeah, you don't want to use powder on aluminum or fire around it. Aluminum that's around fire because it just goes.
I was talking to Tom the other day in Australia, and he had some old steel chainsaws, And I said, yeah, they switched to aluminum now, but they used to be magnesium. He's like, they're all magnesium. I said, no. So I had him take a little shaving off one of his cases. I said, light it with a match, but hold it with a tweezer. Don't hold it in your hand. You take the one thing was aluminum. It goes like that, nothing. Takes the magnesium. And I said, yeah. It burned like white hot for a second.
Yeah.
Scared the hell out of him. I said, yeah, that's what magnesium does. Exactly.
Lucky it didn't blind him because it is so white.
Yeah. So,
But I remember back in the day when I was just getting cars, there were guys that had magnesium wheels on cars.
oh yeah, because they're lighter, like the dragsters and stuff. It was always lighter. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why they use it for aircraft. Like same thing with titanium, magnesium, Inconel. It's lighter and stronger. You know.
Yeah.
So make the
at least titanium, it won't burn. So
yeah. But, oh man. So what's up for tomorrow, Klaus? Hey, is Conquer back? Does anybody
don't know.
I haven't heard anything. I didn't see an ad for him yet.
Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? There isn't much tomorrow actually. I have to go. When the guy came and picked up the Simplicity, he didn't have room for the deck. So I said, no, don't worry about it. I need to go out tomorrow anyway, so I'll bring you the deck. He's about 15 minutes from here. So I'm going to deliver that. And not much actually. I was planning on getting in the yard this weekend, but now
Too hot.
they say it's going to rain for tomorrow and some of Sunday, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some rain. Wait, Hank, what, tomorrow afternoon when we getting rain?
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon.
Hey, question for you guys, since you guys are all the experts. Mantis tiller with a Zama C1U K82, standard Zama.
Yeah.
The primer bulb stays down. You know, you push it and it stays down. Hold on, let me show you. Where is it? So you push it down. Oh, it's squirting. Hold on. Push it down, and then it sometimes it comes back. So say slow to come back.
Yeah. You have a one-way valve in that black.
Oh, you know what's funny? The one-way valve. It's bubbling. Can you see it?
No.
Yeah.
See the bubbles?
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
You probably have a swollen something somewhere.
Look at that. You can see the damn bubble.
You got to change that black.
Yeah, or you can have.
Someone said though, if I put it in gasoline in a little container, hold on. Here's Wayne. Hold on. If I put it in a little container of gasoline in my ultrasonic, because I like to use the other container, hi Wayne, and then blast it, it will free up the check valves. Someone's telling me. So
it might
likely work.
But it's still bubbling. It's still bubbling. The damn thing is still bubbling.
Well, yeah.
It's fermenting.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, there's got to be a block somewhere.
How you doing, Wayne?
Not bad. Hot today.
Oh, how hot there? How hot, Wayne?
I was out in the sun.
How hot there, Wayne?
I didn't look, but it's hot.
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
He's
Canadian. He means a whopping 52 or something.
Well, it's 31 Celsius here. 31 Celsius.
Jesus.
Yeah, 31? In the sun it might be around that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yesterday was 33 Celsius.
Yeah, it was 90-some degrees. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is April. It's supposed to have showers, not heat waves.
Yeah, hot showers. Yeah, but they said starting next week, 50s for the next 2 weeks.
50s,
you know?
Yeah, we might get snow in southern Ontario, they said.
Yeah, cool. Let's see. Taylor's in the house. Hello, Taylor.
That's April for you.
Mick Hardy's cooking. What's your wife's handle, Mick? You say what's your wife's handle?
Jason, how you doing?
So we know what's your wife called, Mick, so we know what we're looking at. Oh wait, is that the one we were talking about the other day? I think that's the woman. Remember who's the woman that was on? We were talking about the other day. Who's the one that was in the stream? Remember the woman?
Dolly, Polly.
Dolly. Is that Dolly, Mick? Is that your wife, Dolly? Because I know she was trying to say, I want a wrench. Give me a wrench. So, Mr. Hughes, king of the roundy round junkety junks, how you doing? Saying hello. He's got a Lexus, what is it, a figure 8 demolition derby car or something like that? I forget what they call it in the UK. but we call it demolition derby or figure eight, or depending on how you run. So yeah, Mr. Blair went on yesterday. Gary, my wife's like, "You got the air on?" I'm like, "No, sure as hell, it was on." Yeah, yep. Vents are spitting out 54. Oh, I wish my vents spit out 54. They don't spit out 54.
Dolly West, yeah.
Oh, okay, it is. All right, cool. Cool. All right. So wait, when we see Dolly West, it's actually you, Mick, or is it her?
We
It
don't
sounds
know.
like a Bud Light commercial to me. Klaus, you seen it, eh?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, all the way to Denmark, right?
All the way to Denmark.
All right, it's 2:52. Let's see how on time this customer is.
They don't often have Bud Lights in the stores here, but once in a while we can get a silver bullet.
Oh, gotta go. I got lawnmowers coming in, boys.
Money.
Okay, I'll see you if I get back. I'll see you.
Get back outside.
I'm gonna go walk outside and see if my customer's approaching. I'll be back.
Oh, you too, huh?
No, he said he was going to be here at 3 o'clock.
Don't worry, I'll entertain Hank. Don't worry.
Huh? It's all right. You guys got enough stuff. Hold
on. No, it's garden time. I just planted potatoes last weekend, and this weekend I'm gonna set the onions and carrots.
There you go.
Yeah,
nice.
Somebody's here, but it's Mrs. Potty Mouth. It's not the guy.
Okay. And Sunday will be my first lawn cut of the year.
I just did a little bit today, the onion grass and the other stuff.
Yeah,
a little bit. Did it break down on you? Do you need help fixing it?
Yeah, the onion grass is like 10 inches tall, but you cut it and it smells like you got an onion salad, you know?
Yeah. We don't have that here.
Yeah. You don't have onion grass? There's scallions, actually. You know?
Yeah, scallions. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't have that. Huh. Not in the grass, anyways. Is that because I spray my grass? Could be.
Oh, you probably got a lot healthier grass than me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This guy called me up from work yesterday and he goes, "Can you fix my tiller, my mantis? I need it this weekend." And I'm like,
maybe.
Well, this is the guy that had the shrapnel Toro. Remember, he lent it to his neighbor?
Yeah.
That's him. I told him, I said, "Did you lend it to your neighbor?" He goes, "No." I was all right.
But I gotta say, the little mantis tiller carburetor is the one you're holding now, Kenny.
Yeah, C1U.
I have fantastic luck with the cheap Chinese replacements.
Oh no, me too. I have. But I mean, right now, when he gave this to me, was it Wednesday night? The earliest I could get one here was like Monday, and he didn't want to wait. So I said, "Look, the only thing is, when he was hooking up to the fuel, he'd push it down; it wouldn't come up at all. No. You know what I mean?" So definitely, and it could be the fuel filter too. It could be need a new fuel filter, restriction.
Not now. Mm-hmm. The restriction is in the carb.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely in where it's sucking up into the bulb. So it's definitely that check valve. So like I said, I'll put it in the gas and I'll put it in the ultrasonic for a half hour and see what happens. Hey, Bill.
Yeah. Hey, Bill.
Let me see, Gary. Yeah, see, it's funny. You're booked up. People just drop shit off in my driveway. There's no booking. It's like, Ken, fix it. Call me. All right.
Yeah, and I saw that in your video. Your driveway. How do you park a car in there?
You don't.
Well, the wife parks in there. Yeah, but see, it gives me incentive to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the neighbors. Thankfully, the neighbors don't bitch because I service all their shit for free.
Yeah. But you've got a lot of equipment there to service.
Today I do. Yeah, today I do. But we'll see. Oh, and I picked up at the dump. I was at the dump this morning. My buddy Scotty works at the dump. Yeah, one of my best friends in high school. So I go in there and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I look. There's a Troy-Bilt GCV 190 pressure washer. Wow. A lot of compression. Looks mint. Maybe they left it out in the winter. Maybe it needs a valve or something. But I saw it there. I look at him. He looks at me. I threw it right in the truck. You're not supposed to take anything from our dump. No. So, but I know him, personally. So I threw it in the truck. I stopped right in the middle, threw it in the truck, and they're all like looking at me. There's like three guys at the office. They're like looking at, like, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to take stuff." Tough crap. Chase me.
Just gonna have to put a new pump in that, and you'll be all set.
Well, that's the thing. If it needs a pump, what's a pump? $100. So, those things are 350, 400. It's 3,000 PSI. So it's not bad. And it has everything, all the nozzles. Luckily, the guy left all the parts. He didn't, miss anything. Let me walk out there and see if he's here. It's 2:56. Hold on.
Okay, what else in the garden there, Klaus?
Well, not much.
No cucumbers yet, right?
I don't do cucumbers.
No.
I don't. You need a greenhouse here to do good cucumbers.
Yeah.
I don't have a greenhouse.
Why is it? Do you get some frost or something, or what?
No,
if he shows up at 3:01, I'm going to break his balls.
I think there's too much of a temperature difference from night to day. That's the problem.
Yeah, because cucumbers, if they get a frost, they get sour.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to do cucumbers here, and also, well, depending on if you got a real sunny spot, you can do tomatoes outside. But typically, you want to do tomatoes in a greenhouse.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
I'm holding my hand on the fuel inlet,
and
it's still sucking through the bulb. That means the check valve's screwed up, right?
Ken, this is a gardening channel. Would you be so kind enough?
Yeah. Could you lay low on the machinery stuff? This is a gardening channel.
Bubbles? I'm holding the fuel inlet, and it's still bubbling like it's sucking something.
Let go of it.
It's not changing. The inlet check valve.
You got a check valve problem.
Yeah.
Or you have something inside that's just blocked.
Yeah, like I said, we'll give it a quick blast. What do we say? Most of the time, she did thank you, sing happy birthday. No problem. No problem. We'll always sing happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. We'll do
no, it's ugly actually, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
Bruce is saying in his shop, dreaming about his garden. Bruce, it'll be another month before you get out there.
Yeah, you got to chop all the ice off first there. Yeah. I bet you're good for endives and leek, right?
That sounds good. Yeah, but leeks you got to grow in sand though, don't you? Leeks?
No, you can grow, but you can grow leeks here pretty well. You can do Brussels sprouts, you can do green cabbage, you can do all the hardy ones. Spring onions. I do onions. I get some really nice big onions.
Yeah. Oh, he's there. All right, I'll be back, guys. He's there.
Yeah, see you, Kenny. And not this weekend. Hold on. Not this weekend. Not this week. Not next week. The week after. I'm going to go get a full trailer load of mushroom compost.
Oh yeah.
Good for the roses.
Nice that you have a place to go to get that.
It's a little off. People, I usually don't tell people I go get it because it's like almost 2 hours there and 2 hours back.
Oh wow!
Yeah, to get dirt, but yeah.
Here in Connecticut, we had a place that grew mushrooms in Franklin, Connecticut, and I don't think they're there anymore.
No.
But they used to have a mushroom growing facility.
Yeah. No, but here they sell it. It's a commodity. Yeah, they sell it, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying it at the market in bags.
Right.
So, and there's a little more structure to it. So, I usually the stuff I don't spread in the yard and in my planting raised beds. I put in I have a compartment next to my compost heap. And if I leave that over the winter, in the spring, the earthworms in there, I get scared of them. They're that big. They're huge. They're huge.
Yeah.
They love it. So, but it's good stuff. I mix my own potting compost with that stuff. I put some peat moss, some sand, and some little pebbles of clay to retain moisture.
Yep.
And then the mushroom compost, and I can plant it. I don't have to fertilize it until sometime August.
Oh yeah, right.
It's really good stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you buy a bag of the cheap potting soil, if it dries out, it's like it's almost impossible to water back up. It won't take water. This stuff takes water.
It'll draw water. Yeah, like Bruce over here says, chicken poop. if you don't break it down like 7 to 1, it burns everything.
I mean, chicken manure is just as strong as regular NPK fertilizer. That is some heavy stuff.
It is, and your neighbors definitely will not like you.
No. I use it. I start my lawn on regular, NPK fertilizer, but then in about a month time, I will spread. It is pelletized chicken manure, but they've done something to it, so when it gets wet, it doesn't stink.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, it works for a long time. I don't have to fertilize until after summer vacation. It keeps working, so it's good stuff. But yeah, compost is the way to go. The worms love it.
Yep. Well, in your case, the snakes.
The snake, yeah, they're like that, and that's between the eyes.
Yeah. Between the eyes. Wow. Yeah.
No, it's all good. I have a good friend. He fishes a lot. Sometimes he'll call me up. Hey, Klaus, can I go dig in your compost thing? I said, you knock yourself out. He gets some big ones.
Yeah. You guys don't plant too much corn over there, do you?
When we do, it's all for cow feed.
Yeah. Because I know when I had my relatives over here from Belgium, they don't eat corn. That's for the pigs and the cows.
Yeah, well, we do eat corn, but it's I mean, corn on a cob is in season here, and then it's really nice. Yeah. But you get the canned stuff, you eat that. But if you do Mexican food, you need it. But no, corn is not a basic diet here.
Corn doesn't have any nutritional value whatsoever. Oh, hold on. Brucey is in there. Hold on.
There's Brucey.
Hi, Bruce.
Yeah, this has turned into a garden channel, not a small engine channel. I love it.
I know. Well, the thing is, Kenny left, and Hank and I was left to our own devices, and it turns into a garden show. Yeah.
I think you'd like to see my garden right now, Klaus.
Yes.
I did cover it with leaves last fall. I know that's not a great thing to do because it takes a lot of nitrogen to break down raw organic matter.
No. Hold on. Is it brown leaves or green leaves?
They were brown.
Doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm still going to add just a sprinkling of lawn fertilizer, which is just straight nitrogen, and to help break down those leaves. I should show you that right now.
Yes, please.
And not every leaf is good. Oak leaves don't put in there.
We don't have oak leaves out here, Hank. All we got is poplar.
Oh, okay, great.
Too cold, eh?
Yeah.
So here we are outside. It's bright, eh?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can. Yeah, there you can see behind me there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's that wooden sidewalk I pull out every year so I can till the whole garden from there.
Yeah.
No, Bruce, that's not going to take much out of your soil.
Yeah, it's gonna really help, Klaus.
Yeah.
We had that. Oh, I hate these weather terms like atmospheric rivers and stuff like that. But we had one of those. We had one of those heat domes over the house for about a month 2 years ago, and that really stressed my garden.
Yeah.
Bruce, do you have a lot of earthworms in your soil?
Yeah, we have two kinds. We've got the regular earthworms, and then we've got the big dew worms, eh?
Yeah, because they love those leaves.
They do.
Yeah.
So I'm almost there, guys.
Uh-oh.
The beast. That crazy thing.
The beast.
The beast.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting the external pieces on now, but I got to do the flywheel and the points. Yeah.
Yay.
Bruce, let me ask you, why don't you put any rags down? You're afraid of scratching it, but yet you won't put any rags down.
Because I'm dumb.
Yeah, but Brucey, question though, why aren't you putting a chip in that? Get rid of the points. Put a chip in.
Yeah. No, it's what? The whole thing's original. So we'll see how
it goes. Is it going to be used or is it going to be a shelf queen?
I want it to run whenever I want it. So that's a good point. I could put a chip in it, but it's really easy to do at any point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I got 2 sets of points, and then I think I showed you my donor.
Oh, I thought you said boner. I was like, what?
Yeah, this is the donor. This is the donor machine, but it's only a 70 cc. Yeah.
The blade is still sharpening up fine, right? The blade.
I sharpened this. Yeah.
I mean, and it's good.
I cut some of my lawn. You're good. Yeah. All right.
This is
Take care.
This is the old chain holder on her from the red saw, and I have the other one from the blue saw on here.
Gary, you're muted.
Yeah, because I don't want it to feed back because it usually happens on my phone.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, it's dark over here. Let's see how
Since you guys were talking about gardening so much, I went up to Glastonbury the other day.
Oh, wow.
Picked up, I've been looking for it for the longest time, but they've been going for crazy amounts of money. I picked up for $200 the 30-inch rear rototiller attachment for my John Deere. And it only needs the secondary belt, not the thick one that goes all the way across the frame, just the short one that connects to the PTO. It'll eventually need pulleys and everything, but for $200, these things normally are going for like $600-700 around this time of year.
What model Deere you got, John Deere?
GT 225.
Oh, okay. With the Kawasaki engine? Is it the Cowie engine?
No, it's the Kohler CV15S. The 235 came with the Kawasaki V2M, but it's the same frame and it's the same transmission.
My LX 178 has a twin liquid-cooled Kawasaki 17 horse, and my 180 is a single cylinder 17 horse, and it's really hard to start.
Yeah, the CV15 always had because the fuel pumps like to go on it all the time.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's right.
But
I put Briggs pump, vacuum pumps on them. No big deal.
Yeah, the ones that's operated by the camshaft, which I haven't had any issues with it, knock on wood. But no, I've been looking for that rototiller for some time, but I got it a little too late because we have some bald spots in the front yard that I really wanted to fix, and then put some seed down. The guys for the lawn treatment already came, so I'm going to have to wait till the fall time, but at least now I have it. Having a rototiller, if I had one in here, I'd probably use it, but didn't have one the last couple weeks.
My rototiller is an old front tine, and my body's just not. Now that I'm getting closer to 70, my body's not designed for a front tine rototiller.
No, I can't imagine. But
Bruce, Bruce, it's got to be your next winter project.
Yes,
right.
Echo.
Who has?
That's probably Gary. Yeah, it's
Gary. No, a rear tine tiller. It could be just an AYP one because your soil is all nice and loose.
Yeah. I wouldn't even mind having one on the back of the little John Deere. That'd be nice just to lower the lever and go.
Yeah, I sold my lead.
I'm telling you, Bruce. I'm sorry. The gearbox on one of those cheaper AYP rear tine tillers, you'd love getting into one of those. I'm telling you, they're little.
Which one? The chain ones? Are those the chain ones?
The chain
those are fun.
Chain and gear ones.
Hand operated one or a tractor one?
No, it's a hand operated, but it's rear
the MPD one
and it's self-propelled. Just get the one where the tines both goes forward and in reverse, because that means you can both loosen and you can till down material.
Yeah, you got the chain here, and then you got the big the primary belt here, and then the secondary belt's a little frayed.
Nice shape, though.
Yeah, that's in great.
Very good shape. It came with everything, and I had to get the lifting arm, which I had to straighten out.
You stole.
Hey, wait! I see a kneeling pad in the corner.
Yes, thank you for that. Just so I protect my wife's car and my own safety, if you know what I mean. Then I got to work on this bad boy next.
All right.
The 4514.
Freaking saw. I got to get it done, you guys. I just thought I'd stop in.
Hey, okay.
See you, Bruce.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I got to do some admin stuff today. Hey, see you later, Bruce.
And we got our tax. We did our taxes yesterday.
Yeah, I did mine yesterday. No, Wednesday. I took half a day. Did mine Wednesday. TurboTax.
Yep.
They time you now. They want to see if you're fast. I did a minute 26 seconds. Or not a minute. An hour and 26 minutes.
You guys are filing taxes now? Sue and I did that back in February.
But
We were like
yeah,
one
but
of the early ones.
the thing is, if you think you might owe, you do it late.
Of course.
That's the little diesel fader.
Oh yeah, is that one that Klaus sent you, or what is that?
Yep. And it works pretty good.
Dogs are going crazy, guys. Got a jet. Talk to you later.
Take care, Gary.
Yeah.
So I got this one battery that's just on the edge, and it brings it back, but not all the way. But it does work.
It's not a miracle thing, but I think if you use it on a battery after it turned 2 years old, you can probably have it for another, an additional couple of years before it dies.
Well, this battery is 8 years old, and the other one I have is 14.
Wow.
And I've used it on both batteries. 14-year-old tractor battery. Eh?
Wow.
But I bought it from a technician. He knew exactly what he was doing when I got the LX 178. And he was a cable maintenance technician where they have batteries in all of the little green modules all over the countryside. So he knows about batteries, and that's why
you take your battery out, the tractors, right?
I do. Yeah, I take batteries out. When I go to Mexico, I disconnect the batteries out of the cars.
Yeah.
I'm a battery guy. That's where I come from. Okay, guys. We'll try and leave you again.
See you,
Well,
Bruce.
hopefully Conquer will be on tomorrow. We'll see.
So, selfless plug for the Red Saw next Tuesday, maybe.
Oh, thanks again for the plug, Bruce. He's gone, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he still hears you.
Yeah. Oh, we're too big. Hold on.
We are. Huh, there we are. Normal.
Yeah. There we go.
So did the guy show up, Kenny?
Yeah, he was at 2:58:56, so he was a minute and 4 seconds early.
All righty.
Yeah, he's crazy with the time though. I tell him I'll be there at 4:10, and he looked at me. He goes, "Yeah, you made it by 8 seconds." I'm like, "Okay." So nice guy. He's 78 years old. He's got a beautiful place in Westport, Connecticut. Real nice area, about 2-acre property. It's worth probably $2 million or whatever. But he does it by hand with an HR. What do you call it? A 217, the Honda?
Oh.
Honda Harmony, something like that, huh? Something like that. Yeah. With the dual blade that sits on top of each other.
Do you service that thing too?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, he brings that over to, like, what happened was last night, like I said, 4:00 on the dot, he dropped off the Honda Harmony and the walk behind leaf blower. And I said,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I said to him, your air filter in your Honda is like brand new. Did you just put a new one in? He goes, no. I said, then you must have a clean lot with no dirt or anything, because there was literally not even dust in this area. I mean, there was a little bit in the pre-filter in the back, the green pre-filter, but absolutely nothing in the filter. It looked like brand new. And I said to him, I said, I can't in all good honesty charge you and put a filter in there. So I said, look, I changed the oil. I cleaned everything up, because he doesn't like on his walk behind leaf blower, like oil mist that comes out of like the seals and stuff. You get the oil mist all over. I clean it with like brake clean and stuff. He's like, ooh, he likes that. So, a third of a can of brake clean, I sprayed around, cleaned it all off, changed the oil, sharpened the blades. What am I going to charge him? I charge him $50 for everything. I mean, where are you going to go for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was happy as a cleaner.
I interrogate customers when they come in, and if they tell me that their machines, that their lawnmowers run anything over 3/4 of an hour in operating intervals, I always put full synthetic oil in the machines.
Yeah, this is I use the Kawasaki semi-synthetic that I get from my dealer.
Good stuff too. That's good stuff too.
Yep.
But if I know it just runs for 20 minutes or half an hour, I put the regular 10W30 in it, as Honda says. But if I know, I do the same with tractors. If I know they run them for a long time, when they start them up, I put full synthetic in.
Yep.
They don't heat them up long enough for the oil to break down,
Well, to burn out the moisture.
Yeah.
I've been using a lot in the flatheads, though. I've been using Rotella Straight 30 in the flatheads. I seem to have good luck with it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cheap. I can get a 5-quart Rotella for $20.
Yeah. And I mean, a flathead, the pinch point on a flathead is the tappets.
Mm.
That's where the wear is on the camshaft and the tappets, and they're splash lubricated, so oil is probably even more coolant than a lubricant. I use straight 30 in those engines too. If it's an old flathead, I'll use straight 30 too. But if it's got electric start, if it's got overhead valves, 1030.
Yeah. Well, especially the Kohler commands. I mean, I had one customer one time came to me. He goes, "This thing's making a ton of noise." I said, "Bring the oil you use." He was using like straight 30. I said, "It says right on the valve cover, 10W30 only, because of the hydraulic tappets." So they were collapsed. They weren't.
Yeah. And I mean, my 1030 is semi-synthetic too, and I use that for almost everything. But if I
let me ask you, you say 1030. Do you use any 530 in the warmer months?
Yeah, I use that. I mean, 530 is the premium oil for most engines.
Yeah.
Briggs specifies you use a full synthetic 5W30, you'll even have less oil consumption. And,
I get my straight 30 at Walmart. They've got the full Rotella, the whole section of Rotella. So
but be careful. It's got to be a full synthetic 5W30.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's funny though, because you look at the oils now, the prices are ridiculous. I mean, I saw, what was it, Royal Purple the other day at Walmart? It was like $10.90 something a quart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
it is hard to find straight 30. It's once in a while you'll find it like at O'Reilly's or something.
But in all honesty, a straight 30 or a 1030 at operating temperature, it's the same viscosity.
Yeah.
So why not just go 1030? Honestly.
Yeah. Well, it used to be you had to have straight 30 in the older engine, cast iron engines, now they're aluminum based and they cool faster, and you don't need the straight.
Well, years ago too, it was non-detergent as well.
Yeah, but I mean, Hank, any engine that comes up to operating temperature, the oil, 1030 or 30, will have the same viscosity. The problem is if you have overtemp, like if you're running in really hot conditions, the additives in the 1030 breaks down faster than it does in the 30.
Yeah.
So it'll become thinner faster. But what you can do is you can compensate by using a full synthetic, because that will resist heat even better than a 30.
Right.
For longer.
And like for snow blowers, you want a light oil in the beginning, and then pick it up after. They don't understand that to start an engine, you need that light oil. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem starting that engine.
If you live in a really cold climate and you if you have a particular Briggs or Tecumseh engine, if you have those that are have a set throttle point, they just rev up to max right away. If you run a 30 in really cold climate, you can break the connecting rod.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm going to take apart this carburetor.
Alrighty.
He wants to find
my JIC screwdrivers or JIS. Even though this carburetor, I don't see the dots on the screws, so I guess it doesn't.
I don't think they use them on the little ones.
Some of them they do, but this cheap Zama C1U now.
Yeah.
Hey, how many guys have seen hardened primer bulbs where they get really, really hard?
I have.
Yeah. I have. It's got to do with what you're burning too, the gas.
Yeah. Gas and sunshine. Sunshine will even kill Tygon.
The ozone. I found an Aspen dealer 5 miles from me.
Way to go!
Oh yeah, good.
Ideal mower there on right off of Route 34 in what is it, Derby?
Now that my local dealer is closing up shop, I've been looking around for another setup, and I found one that sells Aspen. and I'm in negotiations on how big of a discount I can get.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I can't get a discount, I'm not buying it there. Simple as that. No.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
want.
you
I
don't want
want
to travel either. I mean, otherwise you're paying for your travel time.
Yeah.
You got to weigh out the ins and outs.
Yeah.
So
And I
this-
think, I used to use Steel's Motor Mix, and I think using Aspen or Steel Motor Mix, same o. It's just as good. They're both full synthetic 2-stroke oil, and they're top tier products. But you have some other brands around. Have you guys heard of the concept Rich Come Down?
What is it?
Rich Come Down.
Rich, come down. No.
It's pertaining to 2-stroke engines. If you run them, say,
Oh, yeah. When you let go of the throttle. Yeah.
they tend to sort of choke themselves because of the gasoline. And Steel and Aspen says that their formula is designed to combat rich come down. All the others are not. And I've heard, it's sporadic, so I can't. I actually don't know, but I, from time to time you hear stuff, but you can't take one person's word for good until 10 people say it, And but I have heard some of the guys that does a lot of chainsawing, that when they buy the cheap version of alkylate gasoline pre-mixed, that they have problems when they let go of the throttle. It will come down to idle and die.
Huh.
And I think it may be rich come down issue, which all saws have, particularly when you use alkylate gasoline, because believe it or not, it doesn't burn as well as regular gasoline. Mm-hmm. It sounds funny, but it doesn't. Mm-hmm. So if it accumulates during come down, it can choke it when it reaches idle. But I'll keep an ear out for it and hear what people say. But
Pete, how you doing, Mr. Pete?
Pete Frown. All righty, Pete Frown. Hello.
Yeah, diaphragm doesn't feel too bad. It's not crunchy or anything. It's not going click, click, click. So
Pete just bought some Aspen fuel. He says he's going to try it.
I tell you, I put it in weed stick for one of my customers. He loves it. Starts on the first pull. Never did before.
Yeah. I do service on equipment for. It's an institution that deals with challenged young adults. They send them out. They live there, and they send them out doing weed whacking and lawn mowing and stuff for the city. And they only use Aspen 4 or Aspen 2 on all their equipment. I have to say, those machines, they can be beat up because these people tend to, I don't know what they use those weed whackers for, maybe hammering nails or something. I don't know, but they're in a pretty sorry state when I see them. But the engines, nothing wrong with them. When you look at in through the exhaust, no carbon deposits, nothing.
Yeah. Well, let's bring out another scenario here. Say, start off with your Aspen, and then if you have a big job, can you actually go back to a regular gasoline?
Sure.
And then possibly, use that up and then put Aspen in again for the next time.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Your mixture may be a little off.
Yeah, but it's too expensive to use it on big jobs,
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Yeah, but I mean, what's a big job, Hank?
Well, say you're on a job all day long.
Yeah, how many? You're talking like 10 gallons a day, 20 gallons a day?
Yeah, maybe.
No, 20 gallons a day. Do you know how many weed whackers you need to burn 10 10 gallons a day.
Well, no, like if you're using it for tractors and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the bigger, I mean,
Oh,
somebody found the little screen.
Yeah, the screen.
Or the, hey, there you go.
That's what I tell the newbies. Check that first.
Yeah.
wow! Look at
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
would I use Aspen or alkylate gasoline in my mower? No, I wouldn't. If people come in and ask me to winterize their mower, I will clear out the gas. I will check for water. I will fill in half a liter of Aspen 4, start it up, let it run for a couple of minutes, shut it down, and say, you're good to go next year. But other than that, I wouldn't use it. But these guys, I mean, particularly when the city is out, you know, you have regulations for people working in an environment where you have fumes and exhaust gas and stuff. And by using alkylate gasoline, the city completely does away with the issue of working in fumes or exhaust gas.
So it's more like a propane where you can breathe in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if they do using cutoff saws here, if you have open windows or doors in the building, you can use the cutoff saw indoors if you're using the alkylate gasoline.
Yeah.
See, now here's the thing. I got this carburetor part. I got all the parts here. Now, be perfect for a video, right?
Yeah.
Dr. King.
So it's like, do I stop what I'm doing, set up the camera, do it? You know what I mean? It's just this is what sucks about being a creator. I got 12 things out in the driveway. Everybody wants them yesterday.
Yeah.
Do I spend 3 hours instead of 1 hour and do the video? That's the only thing that sucks about creating. You know?
Yeah.
Kenny, first of all, to make it a good video, you should have turned the video camera on even before you took it apart.
Right.
Yeah.
Second, if you're busy and your driveway is full, that camera is just going to be in the way. Just get it
definitely.
done.
It was in the way.
Get it done. You know,
Yeah.
I've done 2 riding lawnmowers this week. I've done 2 push mowers. I haven't filmed a single thing.
Wow. Hey, anybody know offhand what R&D or GND kit is for a C1U?
No, but hold on.
Let's see. It's a C1U K82. Usually it's an R&D 28 or GND 28.
Kenny, stop scaring me with remembering stuff like
I know.
Usually it is.
that.
But my dealer, for some reason now, he doesn't stock a lot of Zama stuff, to be honest. He stocks the regular Walbro shit, the K10 watts and all that, but
C1U, and you said what?
C1U K82.
K82.
Most of your dealers are going to stop stocking too much stuff because
On the top of it, Klaus, it says Z011/76A and then the number 842A. I don't know if that's just date codes or what.
GND 167.
Oh, really? For a K82?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? 167?
Mhm.
Let's see.
RB28. I actually only buy RBs, but
What, you buy the whole rebuild kit?
yeah, because I always replace the needle.
Yeah. What is it? RB what?
280.
Let's see what Dr. Amazonian says. Zama. Okay, let's see. Do we have tomorrow? Is there a tomorrow?
Oh,
Let's see. Wow, an original Zama RB2. Guess how much for a kit?
$15
$30.83.
for an RB.
Yeah. Aftermarket, how much for an RB kit?
$5.
$3.18.
Get it. It's
But,
just as good.
but the delivery, 2 to 4 weeks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Or I can get the Prime 1 day carb tomorrow, the whole aftermarket carburetor. I don't want to do that though.
No.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
It's a nice little. But you know what, Kenny? Do you have a drawer full of all the surplus of the other ones you did over time?
The carburetors or the gasket kits?
Gasket kits.
Where's my gasket kits?
Because I guarantee you, there's nothing special about this one.
Here's
The-
all my carburetor kits.
Yeah. The diaphragm is the square one with 2 little holes, and so is the gasket.
Yeah, let me see. I got a ton of Walbro. I just don't have too much Zema. You know. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Let me take it out. Hold on. Yeah, I got a ton of Walbro. All right, let's see. Walbro.
It's a pretty standard kit.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? Zema, nope. Walbro. Tons of Walbro. Walbro.
I must have 200 sets in the shop, different types.
This one here, I don't even know what the hell this is. It's too big anyway. It's not the right one. Let's see. Yeah, Zemas are tiny. You know, they're little actually. The cross section of the Zemas.
Klaus, those 200 sets are going to be worth a lot of money in a few years. A lot of money.
Yeah. I was looking. I was putting price tags on them this winter. At some point, I was bored.
GND 65.
Let's have a look at the. Let's start with the the pump diaphragm.
Too big.
Let's have a look.
I can just tell it's too big. Too big. Oop.
That's not the pump diaphragm.
No.
Fuel pump diaphragm. Yes, it is. It's not the metering diaphragm. It's the fuel pump diaphragm.
Wow. Okay.
You talking about the metering diaphragm? No, it's too big. This one's for a bigger carb. You can tell it's huge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's huge. The metering diaphragm is huge.
Yeah, too big.
Yeah. I said I don't have a lot of Zema. I got mostly.
From the drawing here, those diaphragms and metering.
Oh, there's another Zema. What do we got here? Ooh, for C1. But it's all used. Yeah, it's used. This is a RB1.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Or a C1, but it's all used. Yeah, I don't have any Zema. Oh, wait a minute. Tillotson, Walbro.
It's also using the big needle, not the small one. The big one.
The tall one. Yeah. No, I don't have anything. Too bad.
And here, Kenny, I thought you were a well-stocked man.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, but Zema, like I said, I don't really stock a lot of Zema, to be honest.
No.
Because Zema, usually, if it's anything for like steel, I'll buy. My dealer will give me. It's a steel bag, but it's basically the Zema kit. You know.
Yeah.
Well, let me see what Dr. Amazonia says. Hold on.
I always when I have to go and buy these kits, I always buy 2.
You're right. Yep, that's it.
Always.
And then when you're down to 1, now you order again.
Yep. Yeah.
I used
But
to.
I got to be honest, Hank. 90% of my diaphragm kits are from China.
Oh yeah.
And they work great.
But I found some. They were real cheap.
Now here we go, guys. Now how can I pass this up? HIPAA, right?
Yeah.
Delivery tomorrow. Full carb, air filters, gaskets, yada yada. I mean,
Yeah.
Go.
I mean, for 15, I'm going to do it just to see. For me,
Yeah, go.
Yeah. But I've bought, the pumps from China, and they had these little hairs on the pump itself,
Yeah.
all around it. where the cutout is. You know, cheap,
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what it was? Yeah,
Did you buy like a bag of 10 of those? And
yeah.
I've never done that. I always bought them in individual kits.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I have never had a problem. Never. I must have installed 200 of those.
Well, it's either the machine was no good cutter, you know, the cutter on it or whatever, but it had all these little hairs sticking out of them, you know.
Mm.
All right, we'll see if it comes tomorrow. I'm not even going to play with this then at this point.
But where can you get a kit?
My dealer has Zama, but usually he doesn't stock a lot. Well, I'll go there tomorrow after Duchess and see if he has it, you know. But for $15, I mean, $15.90 with tax and everything included. How can I say no?
I mean, the OEM dealer would not. They would just take the machine in, take the carb off.
Well, I think he may
OEM one on.
But he may have something because it's the Mantis with the Echo engine, and he's an Echo dealer, so he may have a kit.
This is completely as standard SAMA as it gets. I can tell from here. The metering diaphragm it's squared. It's got the two little holes in one end.
Yeah.
So is the gasket. Exactly.
Hold on, where's a piece of paper? Hold on.
Yeah.
Right.
That is as standard as it comes. Is it and it's even the small nipple in the middle. So
it is small nipple.
So it's about as standard as it gets.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I don't stock Zama. If it was anything Walbro, guaranteed I have it, but not Zama. Customer just came back. Thank you. I said I'm gonna try and get it for you for tomorrow. He's like, thank you.
I have twice as many Samas as I have Walbros.
Really? Well, yeah, but because Zama's the steel OEM, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Thomas Andrew, hello.
Oh, hello. Where's Tom?
Hello.
How many? Yeah, you know what, John T. talking about the gasket factories. There's probably like 3, you know, over in there in Chinesianville. You know?
Hi, Thomas. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I don't have too much Zama. I just don't know for some reason.
John T. Hello.
Yeah, the one I have, Klaus, for I do have the C1U kit, but it's used. It's something I took off of something else, but it's used.
Is that a problem?
It's crunchy. They're crunchy.
That's a problem.
Dolly West, hello.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's his name, Mick. Yeah, I don't even know why I keep it, but it's like a tick, 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 crunchy.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, that's got the big tit too. Wait, where is it?
Oh yeah.
Big tit.
Huh.
Who did I see try to grind that down?
Oh yeah, who was talking? Was it Bruce? I think it was Bruce. One of those homies. He was talking about he had the wrong size tit on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would work, wouldn't it? I mean,
hey, all I know is I know when I'm faced with hard big nipples, I don't touch them. Like I touch them, but I don't grind them down. How's that?
Boy.
But see, there's the thing that's where my mechanic skills lacks me, because I would never grind that down. I would go buy the one that fits.
Hey, Klaus.
Yes, sir.
We have someone in the basement.
All righty.
From upstate New York.
Let's go.
What do you think?
Let's go.
Just say hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, mister? Just driving a truck.
Uh-oh. What? Coming home? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm going home.
Yeah. What'd you haul today? Chocolate? What?
A TT Roadster in the back end.
Oh, the one from Connecticut? Or the one from the body shop?
The junkyard.
Yeah. Oh, you picked another one up? Or is that the one you had for parts?
The one I bought for parts to fix mine.
Uh-huh. What'd you end up having to buy it back for from the insurance company? A lot of money or no?
$500.
That's not bad. What's it going to cost to fix it, though?
$500.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is it hot up there as it is here today?
I got 86 degrees and no AC. What do you think?
Yeah, we got 88 actually. Went up a degree, Hank. 88 here. You know what? I should have ordered the damn carburetor yesterday.
And you were talking about nipples. I don't like small nipples. I like big ones.
Oh, I dated a girl one time. They were like nickels, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, that sounds good.
Ken, 91 in here.
Oh, yeah, but you're inland. You're an hour inland of me, Hank.
Yeah.
I'm by the coast, so we get the cool breezes off the ocean. Oh, pouring in England. Yeah, they said it's really pouring over there. Hello, Pete Froud. I don't know if I said hello to you. Hello, love. Hello. So, yeah, I hope I get that carby tomorrow. I hope it doesn't come at midnight. I hope it comes during the day because the guy works second shift. Tomorrow is Saturday, so they work 11 to 4. So if I can get it in time to pop it on, he'll be happy as happy as Larry.
Yep.
We'll see.
My Tecumseh runs after being in the snow. Pete Froud. I don't know what he means by that. He must be.
Yeah. Lawnmower, maybe? Lawnmower? Maybe he started up a lawnmower. I know he's got some, what is it, cylinder mowers that are Tecumseh?
Yeah.
Tacomish.
Tecumseh?
Yeah, Tecumseh.
Yeah. But I still may try and get this thing. Yeah, definitely. Oh my God, all the wood dust. So that means the fuel filter fell off one time and then got put back on. In the meantime, it sucked all that crap in there. It looks like it's been there for a while, but that explains why it ran like that. I'll still ultrasonic the hell out of it, get it perfectly clean, and I'll order a Chinese gasket kit.
You know what? If I don't need to ultrasonic clean the small carburetors, I won't.
Well, in a case like this, though, because the check valve's sticking, I want to free it up. So I'm going to put it in a little jar of gasoline, put that in my water bath, and then...
The plastic one, yeah. Don't use heat on it, though.
No, I wasn't going to use heat.
Yeah.
But someone...
And if you have a little bit of Berryman's or something similar, just like maybe 5% in the mix, it'll do.
But what's weird, the way this primer gets fuel, it looks like it goes through a little channel at the top there.
It's vacuum drawn.
Yeah, that little channel.
Yeah, but if you had a clogged inlet filter, that might have been your problem.
But why was it still going? It shouldn't have done anything, especially when I was holding the.
If you have a clogged inlet filter,
that'll definitely hold the bulb down. Agreed. Yeah,
and then it will bub as material comes through or fuel comes through.
Actually, you know what I'll do? Hold on, I'll put the bulb on right now. The bulb's on. I'll push it down. Yeah, see?
It even sounds right. Yeah. I guarantee you that was the issue, Kenny.
Hello. Sounds like a birdie. Tweet, tweet.
If you put it, do you have a new filter, a new screen?
Yeah, I do.
Just put that in. I guarantee you it'll just work.
Yeah, but I got to clean. Look at this, Klaus. Look at the plate for the.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I got to clean. And this gasket is like welded on. There's no way even with a razor blade, it ain't coming off in one piece.
No. Ultrasonic time for that one.
Yeah, but I'm going to see if I can get a Chinesium gasket kit. If I can get a $3 gasket kit, I don't care. I'll try it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Lordy. I think I'm going to take the wife to the diner tonight.
Can you send up the link, Kenny? Wayne is asking.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Hold on. Which Wayne? My Wayne?
Yeah.
Your Wayne.
Wayne.
He doesn't come up. What the hell are you talking? You don't come up.
No, Wayne from.
Stefan scuffs off.
No, it's not. It's not best man Wayne.
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus, yeah.
Snuffleupagus.
There we go. Hold on. Let me see if I can see him. There he is. Snuffleupagus. There we go.
Yeah, your dad, Wayne.
No, my lead man, Wayne. But I don't think he'd ever. I think no, he's still at work. He's still working. He may be watching us. If you're watching, hi Wayne. Hope work is good.
I thought you worked. You get Fridays off.
Every other.
Oh, every other Friday.
Yeah, that means I only get 3 or 4 phone calls when I'm home.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. How much you charge a phone call?
Zippo.
Not good. When I started the consulting company, when they used to call, I said, it's $75 an hour, but I'm going to have to start charging at least $35 for a phone call.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, Wayne. I'm salary, so you know what? If I want to take a half a day to go get a hot dog, I'm going.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So I don't abuse it. I never abuse it, but it's an unwritten law at our place. Salary, as long as you're there when you're needed. That's all.
Hey Henry, it was $35 a phone call, but if the phone call got the problem solved, it was $150.
There you go.
Hey, Klaus, do you remember what you said the gasket and diaphragm kit was? An RB what? 168 or something?
I just closed it down, Kenny. Let's try. No, hold on.
I'll look it up. It was a C1U K82.
You want the GND or the RB?
No, the GND.
167.
This is a Denmark, Connecticut collaboration.
On Chinese carburetors, yes.
All right, let's see what Dr. Amazon says. $2.99, but it won't be delivered for 2 weeks. I can't.
Whoa.
Try the rebuild kit, Kenny. $280.
Yeah. Hold on. RB 280.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I told you it was $31. Remember?
Yeah, OEM.
Yeah, but all the deliveries are like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
April 28th. Wayne, my lead man. I just left and I'm watching. Drive, Wayne. Don't watch. Drive. Keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah. Safety first, Wayne. Get with the program.
Let's see. RB28. Let me see if I type in the word Zama. What do we got? Let's see. Hutzel, Zama, Huda, all the Chinese stuff.
What's Jake working on today?
Doing his video right now.
Oh yeah,
putting together the video for the week, and he's the deck man on the Cub Cadet rider that's out there, the hydrostatic. Funny, the Cub Cadets are all coming in with low reverse now, so he's got to bleed the systems on the hydrostatics.
Huh.
And like some of them are brand new. The warranty's over in 1 year, and the guy says, I hardly got any reverse. He's got to bleed it out to get it back.
Yeah. Well, do those have the variable vari drives?
I don't know if on the hydrostatics they do.
Yeah.
But
because
Wayne, if you got to bleed it for reverse, wouldn't it have an issue going forward too?
No, there's a program you got to go through. I think he's doing a video on that. On bleeding it out so that you get your reverse back. Like the other day, the one it wouldn't even back up onto the ramp of the trailer. By the time he finished it, it almost went right through the trailer.
Nice. I'm looking forward to. I like those videos.
Yeah,
they're nice. They're good videos. That's why he gets all super nerdy on us. I love it.
Yeah, he's got a couple of good ones on the zero turns.
That's
when you need the hydrostatic changed. That you can't have any bubbles in the engine, and you got to keep working the levers. And...
Yeah.
But aren't they? I don't know what kind of gearboxes they use on the Cub Cadets. What are they? Are they peerless or are they tough torque? Or...
I don't know. He's the guy. You're talking to the wrong guy.
Yes, sir. But I was thinking, aren't they supposed to be sort of
self-sealing? Yeah.
No, get rid of the air by itself.
I think so.
I wonder if it's cheap oil.
I don't know.
No. Well, Jake will tell us.
I'm gonna call my.
Read the
dealer,
sign
see.
there, Peckerwood.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, wow. Well, so anyways, lawnmowers coming in like crazy. Grass is growing. I just looked at my lawn. I got to cut my grass tomorrow.
I'm waiting until Sunday. Then it's my turn.
Yeah, I got to cut mine tomorrow. It's grown too much.
Do you have serviced your lawnmower?
Oh.
Do you need any help with that or anything?
No, mine will fire up first pull.
Zima kit, PND 167. What do you think? What are the chances?
I got alkylate fuel in it, Kinetics. Either that or the Gulf
That's
Pro
okay.
fuel. One
All
or
right,
the
no
other. I
worries.
don't know
Thank
which
you.
one we
All right,
put in
talk
it.
to you later.
But
All right, bye-bye.
we got two brands now, the Kinetics and the Gulf Pro fuel. It's either of the 4-stroke put in that. Fires right up. It'll fire right up.
I was thinking, Wayne. Let me test that with you. In terms of a lot of user manuals say if you want to winterize your machine, you got to put a little oil in the cylinder and all that.
Well, that's what Jake just did a video on, was fogging a cylinder, putting some storage spray in. But normally those are when the people are going to store it for a long period of time.
Yeah, but some user manual says just over winter.
Yes, it's not going to hurt it.
No, but what if I just filled up the tank, say, quarter full of 2-stroke premix alkylate fuel and ran that through? Wouldn't that do something?
I would think.
Yeah,
I would think it would coat the cylinder with oil.
Yeah.
Someone sent me a box of air filters with a note on it saying, "For your poor lawnmower, since you are too cheap to buy air filters." Which one of you did that?
No.
What a nice person.
Whoever it is, he's smart, eh?
Yeah.
Come on, my 20-year-old air filter still works.
Wait, they even got one as low as.
There's no way you're buying a rebuild kit for that carburetor.
But that one doesn't have the 1 day of delivery.
Get the HIPAA.
Yeah, that's what I did. We'll see. He even said to me, he texted me back, my customer, "Hey, I see him on Amazon." And I said to him, "My luck with Chinese Am is 50-50, just so you know."
Yeah.
I only put a half a liter of that alkylate fuel in the tank, eh? Like on the push mowers.
Yeah, me too.
And then a half liter goes in a snowblower.
Yeah. And I charge the customer for a full liter, and then we're good to go.
Oh, no. If we do it for a customer and we only put a half in, we give them the other half. And tell them we can put it in the snowblower. We can't do that. That's like telling them you changed the spark plug and you didn't do it.
No, I do.
I do.
Me too.
I don't know. The two things I had today, I cleaned them, regapped them, and
yeah, I was going to say, give them all to me. I'll take all the use.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I had that four-wheel drive Stiga front mounted in this week. The guy said, "Can you sharpen the blades?" Yeah, no problem. I have a fixed rate per blade for sharpening them. But I mean, these blades, there wasn't a dent on them. I put those on 2 years ago. They were not dull. There was nothing wrong with them. Maybe a little nick here and there, but that's it. I said to the guy when he picked up, "I didn't sharpen your blades. That would be a waste of good metal."
Klaus, question.
Yeah.
With all this crap in here, should I keep the gasket on here and ultrasonic it with the? I'm not getting this gasket off.
Yeah.
Dump it in there. No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
Keep
there's
it
no-
on. It'll be fine.
I always do.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way it's coming off.
So I didn't sharpen his blades. They were perfectly fine. Had it been my blades, I wouldn't have sharpened them either. So why do it? Why charge him?
Yep.
And I don't charge for it. I really don't. And I always take plugs out, and if they look good, they go right back in. The only ones I replace by default are the commercial chainsaw guys.
Yeah.
I change those. Doesn't matter how they look, I change them.
Well, we change if on the mowers, like on the riders, we're changing them at least every 100 hours. They're getting new plugs.
Yeah.
On push mowers and self-propelled mowers and snow blowers, we
Every
normally
other-
clean them up. But if they're really carboned up,
Oh yeah.
then I put a new one in. We don't fool around with cleaning
No.
it.
Right.
And I
No,
got a
yeah,
flipper
I'll agree
that
with
buys them off of us to use plugs. He says, keep them for me. I'll give you $250 a plug, right? And I said, I'll give them to you. You clean them and gap them, but I ain't giving you any guarantee that they're going to last. Like some of them have had 100 hours on them, some of them more than 100 hours.
Yeah.
But
And I think what people forget sometimes is that the stresses a lawnmower or lawn tractor spark plug is under is much higher than on a car.
yeah,
Much higher. It's a lot hotter, and the cycles are different, and it's dirty burning, and it's same thing with oil. People say, "Oh, how come it can't run for la 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 la?" It's because it can't. It breaks down. Your machine is operating 20, 25, 30 degrees C higher than your car. It breaks down the oil a lot faster. And, that's why the 100. But there's one thing I don't understand, though, is if you buy a new Brix engine, they say run it for 5 hours and change the oil, right?
Yeah.
If you buy a Honda, it says run it for 5 hours, change the oil.
yeah.
You buy a Kohler, they say run it for 50 hours, then change the oil.
Maybe
I
they
don't know.
break them in.
Wow.
I don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, you know what? That might be it. I don't know.
Maybe
either.
they put a break-in oil in and run them for so long and then dump the oil out. I don't know. Interesting video, Klaus.
Look at the surface finish on that. See all the
Yeah.
bumps and stuff?
No,
Like the aluminum eroded and formed like bumps and stuff, and it's like embedded into it, you know.
It's moisture, Kenny.
Yeah. That's
oxidation.
yeah.
Yeah, that's an instant video. Not an instant video for me, though. For Jake, maybe, not for me.
Well, to find out if Kohler does break them in, like they've all ran when they manufacture them. They fire them all up because there is some oil in them, but it's been dumped out before they're shipped. So they've run them. But how long do they run them?
Yeah. Interesting.
Like I know the guy in Buffalo, Garage Gear. He says anything he buys, he runs it for about 5 minutes, and then he goes and he changes the oil. And he says, amazing how much little particles I get out after only running it 5 minutes. So why wait the 5 hours?
Yep.
Makes sense.
It does. I do the same. If I'm delivering a brand new mower to a customer, I will I'll assemble it. I'll juice it up, and I'll put it outside and run it for like 10 minutes flat out. Comes back in, change the oil, call the customer. It's good to go. See you next year.
Hey, Michael Roberts has a question. He says he has a problem with an ELF. EFCO chainsaw,
Yeah.
EFCO, yeah.
and the rope would jam up on it. Anybody have thoughts on why?
Clean it, lubricate it.
Has the rope been changed? Is it too thick, maybe?
Could be.
Hey Ken, do you got a fluid film spray gun?
No, I use an undercoating gun, like for car undercoating.
You might want to go online and look. They got I think it was Napa has them on sale for $59.
No, it's not bad. Yeah, but what we usually do is we usually have like a propane burner, and we take like a lobster pot and we heat up the fluid film till it's like nice and warm, and then we spray it.
I spray mine on a hot day. I'm gonna be spraying I'm gonna run my truck through a car wash here in a couple of days, and maybe even this weekend recoat it.
Yeah, I didn't recoat last year because we really didn't have anything, to be honest.
Michael knows the answer, I'm guessing. I think he pulled off the pulley, or it's got too much rope on it.
Yeah.
Put it down to rope twisted.
Yeah.
Well, did you take it apart though, Mike? Did you take it apart? You got to take it apart first just to see. It could be anything. I mean, some people is it the original rope? Because some people put in a larger size rope, and that causes havoc too.
Yeah.
You know, people don't realize I got like 6 sizes of rope. You know? All right, let me see. High speed. Let's see. Half. One.
Klaus, Dolly So she puts in a brand new plug
2.5.
anytime she plug in the motor before returning it to the owner.
4.
Yeah, I don't. Depends on what it looks like. Sometimes if I'm really in doubt how the owner uses it, I may. But if I know they just have a small yard, it doesn't. I mean, if the oil is not even sooted when I get it and I see it every year, I may run that plug for another year before I change it. But I need some information on the machine.
You could tell this thing was plugged. The just to get the when I tuned this last year, the high speed was out 4.5.
Yep.
Michael says the coil was jammed on the flywheel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So whoever worked on it didn't torque the bolts properly, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's the only way the coil could lose its clearance.
Sure.
Mm.
Sure.
Yeah, 2 screws. Yeah.
If you use a rope that is too thick or too long, you can sometimes have the issue that it'll work a couple of times, and then one day when it retracts, it skips off the rail, and then when you yank it, you're yanking it shut against the flywheel.
Right.
Yeah.
You can actually destroy the whole mechanism from that.
That's what happened to my Generac pressure washer. It broke the outside diameter of the pulley that the rope stays in.
Yep. If the rope is too thick or if it's too long. I mean, you guys, all those AYP mowers with Brix engines on them that had, where the pull cord is up by the handle, some of them have this little metal clamp somewhere about 2/3 down the line of the pull cord. Have you seen those?
You're talking about a video that was just made by what's his name there, Steve Small Engine.
I do.
Yeah, he just made a video on that. Yeah, that little clip on there.
Okay, yeah, but that clip is made so you don't let too much rope into your recoil.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know he did that, so sorry.
But Steve said the other point was, when your handles can move forward.
Yeah.
On a lawnmower, like if you got some of the newer lawnmowers, they're locked in. But some of the older push mowers, the handle, if you push forward on it, the handle can actually move towards the engine.
Right.
And if you don't have that clip on, right,
the brake will go.
The pawls, when you pull back, it starts the pawls engaging, but the engine's running and it damages the recoil.
Yeah.
So he says it's also a safety issue, which is a good point.
Yeah. When I get a mower in that has that clip on and I have to replace the cord, I always put it back on. I pry it out, take it off, put it back in, clamp it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's the part number of that clip?
Yes. Yeah.
Where do you get that clip?
Yeah. Have fun finding that.
I know that I'm trying to find the number for these O-rings for the pilot.
Yeah, you're not going to find that.
No, but they're around someplace.
You might have to use a fishing line. What do you call it when you go fishing? The little split shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, sinkers.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
So my Generac recoil, I called Generac. They wanted 185 Canadian for it, but I found out that one of our suppliers, CPT, Canada Power Tech, they carry some Generac parts. So I called them and I asked them $11.95.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's missing is the sticker.
John, two great minds think alike.
Now, question on the C1U, that check valve there on the right?
Yeah.
You should be able to suck it and hear it click, or which one is that?
Yeah. Well, what was Tom doing? He was sucking on it to see if air would come in or not.
I think that's the one. I'm trying to think. Well, I can get on my Mighty Vac and play with it. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work with this fuel pump diaphragm and all these little corrugation, these little ridges in it.
Did the unit run before, or what was wrong?
He said it was running. It's just very, very hard starting and everything else. So I'm going to put it back together right now. I'm just going to real quick give it some spray and throw it back together.
There you go. Yep.
Everybody says it runs. Everybody that shows up here, oh yeah, it fires right up. So when they bring this guy that just brought me one when I had to leave, he says, "Oh yeah, it fires right up." I said, "Well, fire it up." I ain't pulling it. Show me that it runs. I checked the oil first. It's got gas.
Yep.
So he's pulling, and ain't firing. I says, "Turn the fuel on."
Hey, question. My wife's got a girlfriend. She's known her for years, 30 years, whatever, right? Girlfriend doesn't talk that often. Used to work with her. Maybe gets together once a year, twice a year. Calls up my wife yesterday and says, "Oh, I need a ride to the hospital to get an MRI." Blah, blah, blah. Like her ride chatted out on her, whatever, right? But she's like asking my wife all the time now for like rides and stuff like this because she doesn't drive. And I'm like, when do you say when? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, nice girl. Don't get me wrong. Nice girl and all. You know, had put down her luck, that kind of stuff. But I said to my wife, I go, say you had something to do. I mean, my wife's the type who would drop what she was doing and help her, you know?
She's got too many carburetors to clean, Kenny.
See that? I tell you. A little brake clean will do you. A little dab will do you.
Yeah, somebody takes advantage over you like that. You got to put your foot down somewhere.
Yes, I mean, my wife, you know, we were the nice kids in school. We knew everybody, didn't screw anybody, you know, that kind of thing. But I said to her, I said, you know, her mother is what, 80? What the hell is her mother? 30? 88. Oh, got to be 88. You know, I said, your mom comes first, you know. I said, if you got something to do with your mom, screw this girl. You know?
You guys seen the new kid that started a channel, young guy, Quinn? Seen his channel yet?
Oh, I think I did. There's a lot of new ones, Wayne. There's like 30 or so. There's a lot of new ones.
But normally you never see a young kid. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's
just
true.
a young guy.
You got a link?
No. You know better than that. I don't know that shit. That's Jay's channel. I don't do links. The only links I do are sausage links on the barbecue.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I can find a lot of sellers of those little O-rings, but I can't find a Honda part number on them.
Wait, sellers of the Honda number or what number?
Of the O-rings.
You have an actual Honda number?
No, that's what I'm looking for.
No, but how do you know? How do you know it's the right one? How do you know it's the right cross section?
It says O-ring Idle Jet Honda GCV 190.
So does it show two different sizes? Because I think there's two different size O-rings on there.
Nope, it's not the same.
But I think one on the bottom is smaller and there's one more on the top. It's bigger.
I thought they were the same.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm going to be going over there to tear one apart shortly.
But the Hondas only have one O-ring, Wayne. It's the Hondas that have two.
No, I think there's two on the ones I've been pulling out, and they're
there's two. There's an upper and a lower.
Yeah.
There's
and I think the upper one is bigger than the lower one.
Look at it really close because it could be stuck up on top, you know,
but,
rolled over.
Look, I got bifocals, so I can't see. Jake's only got one. Jake's only got one, and he sees better than I do.
He's got a monocle. Let's see here. There's a company here. Oh, that's in Australia. We don't want that. Hold on.
Well, yeah, Australia's not bad because with some of the pricing you see around here, it might be cheaper to put them in an envelope and ship it from Australia.
Yeah. I bought a bag of 20 in China, and I can't, for the love of God, I've been looking. I can't find where. Probably on eBay, but I'm not sure. Nah, it's a mystery. Nah. You you know what? Who might know? Terrell might know.
I thought you know what? I thought I saw Mower Medic had a video on it.
Is
For
Pete
some
still
reason-
on? Yeah, Pete's still on. Have Pete ask Terrell. That's all.
For some reason, I
Yeah.
thought it was Mower Medic that.
Could and it
And
could
I think he
it,
put the part number up.
it could be. I mean, he's pretty thorough sometimes.
He's pretty pissed off right now with that body shop.
Yeah, I
You know
would.
what?
I would be too.
I would have fixed it and cleaned it up right. Don't want to deal with him if he's mad.
Yes, sir.
But it's just truly pathetic what they did to that vehicle. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I'd never seen anything like it. We got body shops around here, and you know, you might have something off a little bit on the body line, just a little tiny bit, but nothing like that one.
I know that, particularly in the States, I don't know how it is in Canada, but I know that the dealers they don't have a good rep sometimes.
Yeah.
Here, it's a little different. I am not letting anyone touch my car unless they are a Toyota certified technician.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah. No, because they were trained on it.
And you know what? I check my mechanic. If they say something is done, I check it. And I've had Toyotas we had 2 Toyotas for combined 16 years. So that's 32 years of car. I have never found them doing anything they shouldn't do. And if they have, they fixed it like that.
Yeah. Well, my next door neighbor, he's a high level autistic, but he can do anything. He can drive. You know, the guy's smart. I think he's 60 some odd years old now. He bought a Honda CRV. I don't know what it is, but nice Honda SUV 6 months ago. So he just took it to the dealership for an oil change. And he came into the shop and he said, "Oh, I just had an oil change done at the Honda dealer." I said, "What'd they charge you?" He said $359.
What?
And I said, $359? You just bought the car. Oil can't cost that much. And he said, "Well, they had to do a something with the wheels and something with the brakes." So I said, "Well, let's see the invoice." So he showed me. They did a laser alignment on the wheels, and he was like 0.04 degrees or something towed on the rears. So they realigned that. That was 130 for the alignment. And then they totally bled all the brake fluid out, cleaned the brake fluid reservoir, and bled the brake and put fresh fluid. Don't ask me. And that was $100.
Yeah.
So I got to wait for his sister to come back from Toronto, and I'll leave it up to her. But that was taking advantage right there. I mean, he went for an oil change, and they went over and above to do something else.
I mean, brake fluid is changed every 2 years, and that's it.
Yeah. So when they sold it to him, didn't they have the wheels aligned, and didn't they make sure the brake fluid was okay? Like, you know what I mean?
It's a freaking Honda. There's nothing wrong with a Honda.
Right. So anyways, I got another buddy. He just opened up an automotive shop. I'll give him a little shout out. It's called Ikers in Port Colborne. He's on Stonebridge in a little mini mall. And he was always with, and I won't name the place, but he was always with a place that we used to get our automobiles done. But it turned over into a place where they started to push extras. And he ended up quitting and opening up his own shop because he said, "I've been dealing with these customers my entire life.
Yeah.
And when they say they want an oil change, I do an oil change. And if a fluid needs a little topping up, I top it up. It's no charge. But now you're telling me I got to charge for a jug of this, and I got to do this, and I got to check the brakes, and I got to do this." All they wanted was an oil change, the $49.95 oil change. I can't tell them they owe me $150.
Yeah.
No.
You need muffler bearings.
Yeah. Do you guys know a channel called the Car Care Nut?
I don't think I heard that one.
No.
He's an ex-Toyota technician, and he opened up his own shop, and he's Hispanic. And I mean, when I listen to him and what he presents through his channel,
Mhm.
that's my expectation of a Toyota technician.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I get. I'm one of those idiots. I'll come down, say, after maybe the second oil change of a new car. I said, hey guys, can you change the gear oil on this? Oh, it doesn't need to be changed until 60,000 miles, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, I know. Can you change it for me? And they go, sure. Is it just, send me a separate bill or whatever. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. We'll do it.
Okay.
You know?
I remember back in the day, I was driving my wife's car, and down the street was a Ford dealer, and I think they had a special on it. It was either $19.95 or $29.95 for an oil change, and her vehicle was due. So you could guess how long ago that was when oil was that cheap. So I dropped it off, gave them all my information, give them the business phone number, told them if I wasn't available, the secretary would take the message, da-da-da. At the end of the day, I don't hear from them. I go back there. I got a bill like it's 250 some odd bucks, right? So I says, well, what did you do? And the guy said, oh, we changed all the spark plugs. We did a brake job on it. And I said, well, nobody called me. And he said, well, we didn't have your number. I said, I left it with the guy when I left it here. He said, well, can you sign the work order? I said, nope, not until I see the manager. I'm not signing anything. If I sign it, then I'm going to have to pay the bill. I'm not signing it. So the shop manager came out and I said, can you show me the spark plugs and the brakes, all the parts that you took off so I can see them? And he said, oh, no, they're in the garbage. I said, well, aren't you by law supposed to be showing me the parts if I ask? And he says, yeah, but we can't keep that many parts around. Well, I says, then I'm paying you $29.95 for an oil change. That's all I'm paying you.
Yeah. Yeah, teach them right. And I mean, shops that do that, that's the reason why they have a bad rep. There's no need for it.
Yeah.
If they were honest and everybody knew they were honest, they would have 10 times the customers coming in for a $20 oil change at that time.
Yeah.
Instead of ripping off and you only get 1/10 because the other 9 are pissed off.
Well, how about the ladies? The guys could buy a shirt for like $29.95. Same shirt, same color, but if it's a ladies, it's $59.99.
Yeah.
Like it's $30
but it's a gender economics thing.
It ain't right.
No, it isn't.
It ain't right.
But they do it. Yeah.
No, I know. The women, they charge women more for clothing, I think, for everything. Yeah. They just mark it up more.
That's because when you go and buy a shirt, you're thinking, I need a cheap shirt. But you know it has to look semi-good. So if you're looking at one that looks really good and one that looks semi, but the semi is cheaper, I get that. I'll make do. Women, they think, hey, I need a nice shirt. That one looks exactly like the one I want. I'll buy it. And they don't register what it costs until they get to the counter. And they're different. I mean, that's why if you want good clothes, ask a woman to buy it for you.
Yeah, my wife buys all my clothes.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
That's very convenient.
Very good.
Although I will
size I have.
I shouldn't say because my wife just bought me a bunch of T-shirts for Easter, so I can't really complain.
See, Gary.
See, now, if Jake wants a T-shirt, the only one he wants is the Gildan Dry Fit.
Ah, nice.
It's the top of the line. It's a really good T-shirt, but he's got a valid point. We want to get some T-shirts run off, like, what do you call it, screen printed?
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that the Gildan Dry Fit T-shirts that are being sold right now are identical to the ones that we got the last time. So he says, before we place an order, I want to get them to order me a T-shirt so I can try it out before I say, yes, let's get these T-shirts, because it could be inferior quality now.
Yeah. For t-shirts for myself, not work related. I usually wear a shirt and a blouse, or just a shirt. I buy Carhartt.
Yeah.
Hey, it's working, guys.
All right, Kenny.
Of course, it's working, Kenny. We helped you.
Now I'm sucking it out of an Aspen bottle and pumping it up, and it's coming back like perfect.
Nice.
See?
I'm gonna hook it up right now.
And
Nice.
there was no,
Good for you. That'll be $25.
and there was
Yeah,
no editing, no editing in that repair.
Man, it looks like you're busy in your shop there. I
I put the hose into the Aspen bottle, and it was pumping, and it's
Nice.
coming back. And
I just had a guy. He was on my schedule today. He was coming to drop by. He had a Briggs & Stratton engine in a frame. He said it was on wheels. So this is where this story is going. He said he had it on wheels. He gave it to the high school kids over in Southington to try and figure out, because it's a 2-cylinder Briggs & Stratton Intech, and he's putting it in a John Deere 140 that had an old 8-horsepower single-cylinder Kohler flathead, and he's trying to get the wiring adapted to it. I said, okay, well, I could take a look at it, because he got everything to work except for the charging system, and it won't shut off when he turns the key off. And I said, okay. He comes in and he's wobbling everything because he's got neuropathy in his feet, but he has this really nice truck, and the frame has no wheels. They said, oh, well, the kids loaded it up with the pallet jack onto my truck. I said, I can't lift this. I don't have any ramps. You don't have any ramps. I can't even work on it here, but I can tell you, here's the wire sticking out right here on the side that connects the kill wire of the 2 ignition coils. Just one wire, hook it back up to the ignition switch. I says, well, what about the charging system? I says, you connected the 2 positives. There's actually 2 stators on this, or it looks like it's like half a stator. One's just a red wire coming off for the DC, like a light.
Right.
And then the other side is the AC voltage that goes to the regulator. And they're both connected together.
Yeah.
So it keeps on blowing the 20 amp fuse. I says,
Right.
And they got a second diode. I said, you got to cut that out. He's like, do you do house calls? And I said, absolutely not. I said, I've never done any house calls. And he's like, you don't? I was like, of course not. I said, what if I can't bring all my tools? So I felt bad for the guy, but I mean, there's people automatically think that, well, if you can come all the way up to Thomaston, 15, 20 minutes away up in the hills of Thomaston and you could work on it on site. I'm like, what the hell are you smoking?
Yeah.
You ever get anybody yell at you for saying you won't do a mobile?
Yeah. Actually,
hard to believe that they actually yell at you because you don't do
days
mobile
ago,
work.
I got a call and I said, I'm booked out till the end of June, because in reality, I'm taking in 3. I have on my schedule either 2, mostly 3 machines every weekend coming in, but I'll take in, push mowers pretty easily. I could take those during the week because I can bang them out.
Yeah.
But everything is like either a 0 turn or a large rototiller or a rider that's got God knows what's wrong with it. And I said, well, I'm booked out till June 24th. There's really no point in me scheduling anyone out that far, any further than that, because it's just, I can only work on it so much time during the week. And I'm helping out my wife now with her pet service business. So, time is limited. This guy was like, my grass is growing now. I need it fixed now. And then I said, well, I had to tell him, because he started getting irate on the phone. I says, your emergency doesn't constitute my priority.
Yeah.
Like, and it was some dickbag from Waterbury. So it's just that they're self-entitled assholes up there. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
But people are just a-holes sometimes. They really are. It's like people come in here, hey, can you fix my mower until Monday? I said, absolutely not.
They're very people are very presumptuous too. They had a guy message me and say, hey, I'm having a problem with the Predator 420 engine. I think it's a spark plug issue. Are you free today? ... question mark. I'm like, I'm booking out till June. What do you?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, quick question. C1U carburetor. How many turns out? 1.5 to start?
Yep.
Yes. For the
actually,
idle?
1 1/4 actually.
$30 now, eh? Close?
If you hear something fire up in the next minute, it's me.
Did you see something naked, Kenny, or what? No, I'm sorry. No, but I mean, people, why can't you fix it now? Because everybody wants things fixed. I mean, I actually told you last year, bring it to me in November.
Yeah, I said I had
No
to
problem.
tell people a lot. You know, where were you all winter? We didn't get a lot of snowblowers here. I was getting rototillers back at the beginning of February and lawnmowers. I said, okay, that's fine. Some lawnmowers have come through, or I'm sorry, snowblowers have come through, but just to winterize them. Some of them, they had stuck floats and stuff like that.
I've only seen 2 single stage snowblowers this year. That's all I've seen.
Me too. I think I have only had 2, and the one I did a full rebuild as far as like new paddles, new shear pins, the new scraper bar on the bottom. I did all that stuff and a new belt, and I wound up having to get the OEM belt because it was all the aftermarket ones are either too thick or they're too short.
Yeah.
But,
you want Toros, I guess.
Yes, it was a Toro. It was a Toro. You know it. You know exactly. But I mean, it's
Toro snowblowers, MTD, low end tractors, and John Deere's. You want to go OEM.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to have an issue.
Yeah, especially for the John Deere's, because their V is slightly wider, I believe. So the aftermarket belts will sit too far down into the channel, and it will actually wear it out faster because it's slipping.
See, but we never had a problem getting aftermarket stuff from Stens for the John Deere's.
Some of the flat idlers work. In fact, I was already pricing some of them out for this rototiller that I picked up for $200.
But I don't get Stens here, Wayne, at all. I only get, on a good day, I get rotary and Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon should have it.
Yeah. But I remember putting on a John Deere zero turn. I think the belt, if I remember correctly, I think that belt was like $141 list.
Yeah.
Aftermarket from Stens.
$82 for that primary belt that goes from the chain drive to the front.
Yeah, and we put that on that zero turn, and I think it's been 5 or 6 years, and it's still going. But I bought a spare belt just to have one here, so I'm sitting on $100 or whatever our cost was, waiting for him to blow that belt, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they last a very long time.
I had one last year that where on the cutting deck, usually the blades, they go in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
John Deere has one where they go in opposite direction.
Oh well, I know exactly.
That means 2 more pulleys.
The Freedom 42.
Yep, and the belt is almost like a double belt.
It's a cog belt.
Yeah,
timing belt.
Yeah,
I think I paid probably $100 plus for that belt.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to get you have to get the blades timed exactly like that into the channel. Otherwise, they won't work because one spins this way, the other one spins the other, and you have to get them exactly like this because if they're off by a little bit,
no, these are not timed.
Oh,
these are not timed. They just run in an opposite direction because it spits it out the back.
Oh, okay. They have.
Yeah.
Okay,
they're offset. They're offset. So, but they run.
It's alive.
But they don't like hit like this, right? They're not longer. They're going to go like this.
The buckets they sit in are offset.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the what do you call it? The Freedom 42-inch deck has a timing belt underneath, and then it has a regular V belt on top, and you have to get them like this because the blades are longer, and if they're not in time, they're going to whack. Yeah. And I've seen those get heavily damaged, not just from hitting like that, but it also causes the. Can somebody mute him?
I can't.
Oh, he's an admin.
It's like the Toro time match. You can't mute their time, right?
The Freedom decks come in three. The Freedom decks come in 3 different versions.
Yep.
One is timed, one is not.
Yep.
I can't remember the third one, but yeah, it's getting John Deere OEM parts here is hideously expensive.
I can believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the MTDs, if you get the wrong belt, when you lower your deck all the way down, it offsets. You know how the belt it gets a little stretched, and if you're buying an aftermarket belt, it'll slip off.
Yeah. No,
So
I had that.
test.
I had that problem with the Freedom 42 because what was happening was that, well, the guy was he put the belt on and he had a hard time timing it, but I said, this is not going to work. It's going to fall off, because what was happening was the spindle for one of them was doing this. I can wiggle it. And I said, it's going to jump time. It's going to fall off the cog, and this thing's going to stop your engine dead. It's actually caused the flywheel cage.
I have had a front mounted ride-on mower where the blades were timed. And they hit.
Fail.
And the whole deck went like this.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how much force there's in but if they hit right on, it go okay. It bent the whole deck.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yes,
No,
sir.
man.
That'll be $50 now that it runs.
Have any of you
I got
guys,
a $15 new carburetor coming tomorrow.
I'm
have any
doing.
of you guys checked lengths of OEM belts and aftermarket belts?
They're about an eighth of an inch shorter or
But
longer, depending on
OEMs aren't even the length they're supposed to be.
No, they're not. Depending
No.
on the system, some of the Pops was saying, the Toros need to be exactly that size and that thin because of the way that the pulleys are. If you get an aftermarket one, it's going to sit too high in the channel, and they're usually shorter, or they, even if they're the exact length as the OEM belt, it sits too high up and it actually makes it tighter. So you can't get that single stage auger keeps spinning.
Now, the ones I get from Stens, I measure every belt that comes in, and the ones that were made in India, I found one 5/8 belt that was 1.5 inches too long that I had to return.
But Wayne, the OEM ones, they never specifies the size.
No, I look on their charts. I could pull up the MTDs or the Husqvarnas. Now, on some of them, they'll put question marks and they won't give you the length.
Yeah.
Right? So, but on 95% of the belts, I could get a section size and a length.
Okay.
And when I measure an OEM belt, because we'll order OEM belts also, and when I measure them, if it's supposed to be a 25 3/8, there's no way it's 25 3/8. It's 20, it's a half inch, it's 1/8 of an inch longer, right?
Yeah.
And if I get aftermarket ones, what I'll do if I'm ordering that, say 25 3/8, I might go to a 25-inch belt, measure it as long as it's either covered or raw edge or whatever it is, measure it, and I might use a 25 that actually measures 25 3/8.
Yeah. Yeah, they screw with us. They just want us to order their part number and
yeah.
That's what stinks. Figured I'd jump on with you guys. I'm doing all my admin stuff. I got like 5 or 6 machines I got to bill out, but I just haven't had a chance to do it. People gotta love when they're getting billed.
Well, I should get back to work. We got another 2 mowers that came in, so I want to watch the fights tonight. So I better go get them done and then barbecue.
Yeah, well,
righty. Actually yesterday I'm just gonna hit here so that Chubby can see it. I replicated Chubby Butcher's Sloppy Joes yesterday.
Oh yeah,
nice,
excellent food.
Oh, they were good, eh?
I did them as burger. He did them on tater tots. I did them on burgers. We can't get tater tots here, so I did on burgers and then with some fries on the side. Good, it was good. Yeah, it was.
He just
Icelandic cod tonight.
He did his latest video is on cowboy pork or baked beans.
Yeah.
So he brought me over a container to heat up for tonight's supper when I have pork chops. So
that might reduce the air quality in the living room.
As Jake says, there could be some crop dusting going on.
And we're live public talking about this crap.
Absolutely.
Okay,
that's
boys.
good. That's good. That's good food.
I gotta go.
Wayne.
All right.
See you, Wayne. Say hi to Jake from us.
Say
hi to
Kenny,
say hi to
Gary, close.
Say hi to Jake from us.
Will do.
Oh boy. Cowboy beans, eh?
Oof. My neighbor actually,
It'll even make Henry come off the chair a little bit.
My neighbor just met for the neighborhood. Actually, he went and made too much hot sauce, but he made it with habanero peppers.
Ooh.
And I asked him, like, what's the Scoville units on this thing? And you figure out like a jalapeno pepper is like 8,000 Scoville units, and then like a ghost pepper is like 1 million. Well, his is somewhere in the neighborhood of 250 to 300,000, and I'm like, and he gives me a jar that's a mason jar that's this full. I'm like, what the hell? It's like you can only have like a tiny taste of it.
No. Just get used to it. You can scoop it onto a bean burrito or something. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be blowing flames out of your ass very quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it burns twice. It burns twice. I love a good hot sauce. I really do.
I do.
I've only tried twice in my life where I could not eat it, and once I had to go to the bathroom to rinse my mouth. It was a Thai restaurant, and they had these huge mussels that came in. They were cooked, and I went like, went up to the guys. Do you got any pineapple juice, milk, something? And they go, no. Okay, I'll go to the bathroom. Came back in. There was these little strips of beef. No problem.
Oh, jeez.
I'm back in the bathroom. I was done. That was just too much, you know. But I don't think I've ever had any Mexican Roach Coach hot sauce that I couldn't eat.
Nice.
I like it hot, but
I like spicy stuff myself, you know. And Sue and I will always, we're always cooking something. And I'll go and smoke like a small 4-pound brisket, and then eat that over a few days while they use mustard to put the pepper and all the other seasonings on it. And then we'll put some Frank's hot sauce on there, which is our favorite, the red hot one. Yeah. But something like this, it's like if you ever had Dave's Insanity, that's a good hot sauce, but you can only have like the tiniest of amounts before you're like the capsaicin is crazy.
on the Scoville, where is Tabasco sauce?
Tabasco sauce, well,
because
that's a good question. I know jalapeno is like 8,000 Scoville.
Yeah.
Scoville unit scale. You got me curious now. So it is. Would you want to know? So Tabasco's 50,000.
Because I'll drink Tabasco sauce.
Okay. Yeah. Cayenne pepper's 50,000, and then your Thai chili is going to be 100,000. A goat pepper is 300,000. Now he used habanero oranges, but he dulled it down a little bit with other stuff, probably like cream and whatnot. But it's like ghost pepper is 1 million. Habanero red is 500,000.
Okay, that's a little on the hot side.
That's scary to me. I mean, 250 to 300,000 is still, he said it's in the middle. That's pretty. If you're not used to it, that's going to hurt you.
Oh yeah,
that's going to hurt you.
That's liquid pepper spray right there.
Really if you just put that in aerosol form, that's a weapon.
Yep, absolutely. It'll burn twice.
Burn twice.
Oh yeah.
Burn a hole in your stomach. Yeah, believe it or not, water's not is the worst for you, because if you want to try to counteract the capsaicin, it's very acidic. It's like got a pH of like 2 or 3. Use milk of magnesia, or just straight up whole milk to kind of counteract the acidity.
Cheese.
Yeah,
cheese.
Yeah, well, because now you're dulling it out with the fat. Yeah.
But they didn't have that at a Chinese Thai restaurant. They didn't do milk.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't. Yeah.
So but that's the only time. But I do like. I don't like it to be hot for the sake of being hot. I like it when it's hot and you can still taste whatever you're eating.
Right. It's if your taste buds get overloaded, then you can't taste anything else. Then it's really not. You're just doing it for the sport of actually eating straight capsaicin. Yeah. It's the same thing it's the same kind of thought process when you're drinking beer. I'm going to have a porter and a stout and maybe a light lager and everything. Then I'll move to IPAs, because after that, your tongue and your nose get burned from the hops.
Yeah, if you start off on IPAs, that you're done.
I mean, I'm a hophead by nature, but I mean,
Yeah, me too. Me too. But
I'm due for making another beer, though. I'm definitely due.
If I'm at a beer tasting or something similar, I will always go malty first. Always. I'll go malty. I'll go dark, and then I switch to hops. You know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you kick off with hops, you're done for the day. I mean,
yeah, exactly. And then it takes a couple hours for your taste buds to basically reset.
Yep.
Dirt
John. Yeah,
boy.
John.
Been a good boy, dirt rider, huh?
Hi, Dirt Rider.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, rolling in the money.
Yeah,
Gotta charge this guy $35 for a thick auger belt here. I think it's a 4L or a 5L.
Jeez.
Who's being dinged all that time?
No, that's my phone. My customers texted me for my address.
Mr. So
Coming
important.
He's coming in the morning. Wants to come early. I said, no, Dutchess first. Then you can come.
Yeah.
I tell people if you're going to drop off after 10 o'clock. Because my Sue and I, we have our morning routine with the dogs. We don't want to be disturbed with guys coming in and saying, could you work?
Well, generally, for me, it's usually 8:30, 9 o'clock, and they can start dropping shit off.
Yeah.
Because I'm up 4 or 5 o'clock, so it's like I've already enough.
No, you can't come at 6. I prioritize my work.
But
I'll
you go and have people dropping off all the time. You don't necessarily have to go and pick up a lot of these things. See, with the 5x8 trailer that I got, I'll pick up the bigger stuff. But if it's like a small push mower, unless it's a lady or somebody that's disabled, you could throw it in the back of your car. Fold the handles up and bring it here. It's not like it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to charge you.
Yeah.
Hell, I could put a push mower in my Audi.
It looked funny, but you could.
No, it'll fit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a Honda Fit. That's my main car, but I got the tow hitch on it with the modified air suspension in the back to tow the 5x8. And everyone looks at me like I have two heads because I got this little tiny car pulling a 5x8 with a big John Deere or in this case a Honda riding tractor there. And that thing's got to be like 900 pounds. Probably not that much. Probably like 750 pounds, give or take.
Excuse me, what did you say you pull?
I pull a 5x8 high side trailer with a Honda Fit, 6-speed manual.
That's like a fat man in a smart car.
Believe it or not, I'm 6'3" and it's pretty comfortable.
Oh my God! And they call me crazy. Yeah.
I just changed I just had to put my all-season tires. I had new ones put on. But yeah, I mean, I don't go.
Sorry, Gary. Are you happy with the all-season tires? Do you like those?
They're decent. Like I just got some. They're Falcon tires. They're budget tires. I don't really. I don't travel that much anymore.
Falcon is a good brand.
I don't travel as much anymore. But the job I used to remote work for in New Jersey, I left there a few years back, and now I work for a company up in upstate New York. And but I stay here. I mean, this is where all my stuff is. And I was supposed to go up there. I don't know, 2 years ago when I started. Never happened because of COVID and the lockdowns. But I've done more for them remotely, and there hasn't been a need for me to go visit. So as a result, I have very low miles on my car, and I never really have to travel that much. So the occasional towing is not a big deal. The only thing that sucks is, I mean, people will say, hey, you tow that trailer with a little Honda Fit.
No, I'm asking is we just ordered a new car for the wife, and this time she doesn't drive much.
Yep.
She 5,000 miles a year tops.
Yeah.
So we figured let's try all year or all season tires instead of doing the bi-yearly swap.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to do the bi-yearly swap because I run low profiles in the summer and they really don't work in the winter. They really don't. Once it gets cold. So it's interesting if you like him, because we're going to try it out for the first time here in a couple of months.
You're going to try out a Honda Fit or the Honda Jazz?
No, the all-season tires.
Oh, the all-season. Yeah, I mean, my wife has a Subaru. She has 2 sets of tires. So I have, and so do I. But she has the summer slicks, meaning that they have just a very little bit of tread, but they're really just designed for dry weather and maybe a little bit of rain. Then she has these Dunlop Wintermax tires and W02s, but they're an 18-inch, and these things are very knobby, very thick, and much softer rubber. You can't drive them above 55 degrees Fahrenheit, but that car can go through anything.
Yeah,
it's almost like you don't even really need. If you had all seasons on there, like her other Subaru has all seasons, we don't really need to put snow tires on it because they're actually decent. It's because you have the summer slicks. Well, you're going to drive that car in the winter. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken's got it running. Yeah.
Oh, we got an echo.
Hey, where you been?
Huh?
It's not me.
Is it me?
It might be Mr. Briggs.
Mute Briggs. Hold on. I just muted Briggs.
Oh,
Okay.
that helped. Thank you.
That helped.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hank. Yeah, we're all set. It runs like one sweet. I brought it to a turn and a half each.
Good.
Anybody know the RPM specs for that thing? Idle and high speed. It's
what
model 7924 Echo powered Mantis.
Nice. Those are coming real handy.
It's regulated.
What's that?
There's a restriction in the coil on it.
Oh, is there? Is it limiter? Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, all right. No, it runs good. Revs up. Runs.
It's usually 20, 27, 2800 idle.
Idle. And what about 8500, 8800?
About 8,000. Yeah.
But run sweet, starts on the first pull. So
sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it a two-stroke? Yeah, it's a two-stroke.
Two-stroke, 50 to 1. Corit, the Echo Corit engine.
Yeah, is it the one with the red kill wire or the black kill wire?
Let me see.
The one that you can't get anymore.
One you can't get, right?
The red one you can't get anymore.
Right.
The black kill wire. Black.
You're good to go. I'd buy that. I wouldn't buy the one with the red kill wire.
No.
Yeah. But you know, it's funny. I'm glad my friend Steve reminded me because I didn't know what if O meant off or on.
Nice.
It means
Now
off.
I
means ignition, and O means off.
Are you pulling our leg now, or do you have any?
No, seriously. O is off and I is ignition. Just that's the way it is in Europe. I is always ignition.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I think.
I need another beer. I'll be right back.
Learn something new.
Yeah.
For the education.
Needs another beer.
Oof. It's oof. You're not old enough to drink.
With the umlaut. Oof.
You know, they called me up and a second ago, wants to know why I don't put the one guy came in right behind me, dropped his trailer and drove his truck home and left me to put his trailer on the door. So I kind of left. I said, the hell with it. I didn't put it on. And my boss just said, called me up, said, hey, you got to go up there, you know. I said, he was right behind me. He was in a hurry. Tell him to come back and put it on. I hate lazy people.
I do.
Why'd you do it? Or why did you have to do it? Just because he's lazy?
Well, he don't want to wait for me to back mine in. So, and I'm putting mine in now because I had to spin around and unload my car first. And
you can't tell him just to pound sand and wait it out.
No, I'm not putting his on. I'm not. Why he won't? No. He just drove home. I called my dispatcher and said, tell him to put it on. He says, but he said he's already home. I don't give a damn. No. Guess he won't have a load for Monday.
Brucey, we running? What are we doing?
It looks a little wild.
Oh no, I got the tank on. I got the points in.
Nice.
Cool. All the switches on, the on-off switch.
Yep.
None of that happens by itself on a 58-year-old machine.
Hey, Mr. Briggs.
Yeah.
Take a look.
What is that? A Honda Fit? What is that?
That's funny.
Yeah. Trailer's bigger than the car.
Almost as big as the car.
Probably got the same.
You call that a car? That looks like a rice burner.
Yeah. But is that car rated for a trailer?
Says someone with a hairdresser car.
It's rated up to 2,000 pounds gross.
I don't own a hairdresser car, Klaus.
No, that's right.
If
You,
you had,
own,
if you had,
you own. That's right. You own a hairdresser wreck.
But you got it.
no, I don't own a wreck. I don't own a hairdresser car. You know, it's getting old. It's been 2 years. You need to stop your stupidity because that's a well-built machine. It's better built than anything you own.
I guess
I took a hit some guy hit 45 miles an hour and I totaled out a van.
Yeah.
Done. I just drove my car home today. I
Air
turned the
shocks.
wheel and went.
What's that, Gary?
Air shocks.
Air shocks. Nice.
But I go.
I thought
I
those
go
Audis rusted in the showroom.
So who has the more horsepower, the car or the tractor?
There's a funny story behind that. One more thing, Klaus. That's the valve system I put together. That was it mocked up, but that's how I go and have a two-way system to pump up the air shocks one at a time separately or dump them with the 4-button remote switch.
Nice.
I'll put together with a bunch of different solenoids. But no, to answer your question there, Henry, the car has a Group 51 battery in it, and so does my John Deere. It's the same stuff.
Well, it's a lot of car for its size.
It is.
Can I step in for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to thank you, Hank. I now am working with my saw on a towel.
I know what.
Well, I was scratching the hell out of it, and Hank says, "Oh, why don't you put it on something?" Now, you know that only 8% of the parts that I painted you'll actually see. So, but now I'm at that point now. I'm at with the tank and the covers and all that stuff. So, yeah, thank you, Hank.
Wow.
I get so into the project, I just want to finish the damn thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Gary, that we don't have that model there over here. Is that
No.
based on the Civic or?
It's based on the Civic platform. It is it's got the same frame, but it's different. They call it the Honda Jazz over in Europe.
Yeah. Okay. Then I know what it is. Yeah. Then I know what it
Hey,
is.
Scott, I drive a Korean car. That'll even drive you crazier.
But they stopped making it here in the U.S. 2020 was the last year. They still make it worldwide, but they went to its bigger brother. They call it the HRV here, which is basically a little bit bigger, but still the same power to weight ratio. And it's no longer offered in a manual transmission. They offer because they have the collision eyes in the front and all that.
Yeah. Well, usually the Honda manual transmissions are pretty good.
They are, and they're built really well. The only thing that they have is input bearing shaft noise after so long.
Yeah.
Just noise. I mean, it's not like they're bad or anything unless you're beating the crap out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but the Jazz here is a pretty popular car. I mean, you buy one, you have it for 15 years. That's never going to be a problem.
No, that's my fourth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had all 3 generations of it, at least here in the States.
Yeah. Oh, they make good cars.
They do. I mean, it's the drivetrain is before Mexico got it. They were built in Singapore. The transmission and the engines were assembled in Singapore, then shipped over to Mexico for assembly. The body and all the panels and everything were done in Mexico, and then they were shipped over via rail into the U.S.
Here, I'm a Toyota guy, so we got Toyotas.
You and my wife should talk. She used to. Well, no, I'm sorry. Not Toyota. She was a Mazda person.
Mazda, no, it's still a good car. The Toyotas here, they're either made in the UK or in Turkey or in Japan.
Yep,
that's it. And you'd think you could tell the difference between it being made in Japan or Turkey. You can't.
And you can't. Yeah, I mean, the first couple generations of Honda Fits were actually made in Japan, and then once Mexico opened up, the build quality went downhill quite a lot. For the first year was 2015, and then for like 2015, 2016, the first 2 years they had a lot of body fitment problems, a lot of paint issues. And then I got rid of the 2015 that I had, and I traded it up for the 2017. But the build quality went way up as far as fitment issues and paint issues. So they corrected a lot of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I missed the Japan ones very well. Japan, I highly respect the craftsmanship that they can do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about
Anything
Subarus?
German or Japanese.
Oh,
Subarus.
Subarus are great. My wife has two, but here's the problem: those boxer engines, they last a very long time, but when they need to be worked on, you can be swearing at it for a long time because the engine, you can't work on them very well. Not
That's
unless
it.
you pull the K frame will drop and you lift the whole car up out from
Right.
under it, and then the engine stays on the ground. Then you can
Camaro.
work on the sides there. But
the Camaro,
because
same
of the way
thing.
they're designed, it's just such a pain in the ass to work on.
The
Are
Camaro,
they
you
made?
gotta drop the
Are they
engine.
made in Japan?
No, I think they're actually they're assembled here in Indiana.
Okay.
The parts are sourced globally, but they're built here in Indiana.
And also they're gas hogs. They're 4-cylinder.
Yeah, because
boxers.
a lot of them are turbocharged now.
Yeah.
There are, I mean, when you say gas hogs, I mean, her WRX gets 22 on the highway miles per gallon.
What does your Honda get?
41.
See, it's a gas hog.
Then again, with the Subaru, you know, that with that turbocharger, she came home one day, and I'm like, because she doesn't have a lot of miles on it because it's only got like 1,700 miles on it because it's not her daily driver. But she came back one day from an appointment, and I smell like like they put that protective like wrap around the exhaust because they're unequal headers, so you don't get that boxer rumble because it actually sounds like a straight inline 4-cylinder, but because of the unequal headers. But I'm like, how fast were you going on the highway? And she's like, I don't know, because it's got the 4-link suspension. It's got the rally suspension. She didn't realize how fast she was going. Like, and I smelt the engine. The intercooler was pretty hot. But her other daily drivers, yeah,
they're made to be driven.
They're made to be driven. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a beautiful car.
Yep.
Let's see. What were you showing us? Some spare parts?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to put the flywheel on now.
I thought you said I thought maybe you left out parts or something. Oh no! Look what I got left.
Well, the problem is I took it apart a year and a half ago.
Ah,
You gotta do one more invoice.
So it's almost like a basket case right now.
okay.
PC.
I just thought I'd stop in and see if you guys were still chatting. You've been going on here for a while.
I actually got that pillar going, Brucey.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm just finishing up some invoicing here, and then I'm gonna go and back downstairs. My basement's 62 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's nice and cool.
Yeah.
Versus the 84 up here.
Okay, and I got the heat on because it's 8 degrees Celsius here.
And I forgot I had to do the invoicing today. So, well, there's a day tomorrow.
You know, I did some research, and there's only like 500,000 people north of Edmonton, which is just close to me, all the way to the North Pole in Canada.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, that's why we still have snow on the ground.
Interesting. Very interesting.
John, yeah, he is going to Dutchess tomorrow. You be
Anyway,
sure,
I'll see you again. Oh, really?
John.
Oh, I meant
Oh,
John.
John. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be there at, what is it, 11 a.m. your time, John.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, sir.
I was able to borrow that impact gun. Man, those.
Oh, yeah, you're saying, yeah, to get the things off. Yeah.
I got the new one. That's the new one, the 33-inch.
Yeah.
And but when I took it out, and this is like just under 4 years old, and it was heavily corroded. Where is it here? There it is.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was
How old? How old?
It was October of 2019 that it was installed.
Oh, okay.
And that's a 42-inch anode rod.
Yeah.
This thing was heavily corroded.
Yeah. Well, it just gets calcified, right?
Gets calcified, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's a warranty on the tank for 9 years.
Yeah. Didn't you say the guy was going to honor it or something?
No, they said they went on it. I got them registered. I called them up because I had to ask them for the torque spec. Yeah, I'm one of those nerds that actually calls the customer service for the torque spec. And the lady actually knew what I was talking about. It was like 150 pound feet. I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be fun. Breaker bar. But no, she said, you tell them, you call them up and say, okay, I'm putting it in. Here's the new rod, because I bought the rod from them. And I said, I'm putting it in today, so they have it on record. And if anything should go bad in that 9-year time period, they'll give you the thermostats, they'll give you the stainless steel heating elements, they'll give you the wiring, they'll give you not the NR rod because that's a wearable item, but if anything goes on it, they'll replace it for free, short of the whole tank. But as long as you're keeping up with the maintenance, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah.
What's that vapor or smoke behind you, Gary?
Oh, that's just my it's the vape. It's just a cool mist humidifier.
You don't want the guitars to crack.
Yeah. It's 41% humidity in here now, which it's on the lower side, but it's not too. The other day when it wasn't this hot, it got down to 28% in the house, except in this room. That's dangerous. Like you don't want that.
No.
Plus, when I eventually get my Rickenbacker, I really got to keep it under temperature control. That's would have been one of my dream bases to have.
Yeah.
You know, my brother that died, he had a Rickenbacker base.
Yeah.
I
A
don't know.
4003 or a 4001?
Oh, I don't know, but an older one, but
from the 70s or 80s?
70s, I believe. Yeah.
4001. Yeah, very highly collectible now.
Yeah, yeah. He left it to his wife with a note saying, "Never sell this."
No, seriously, there's nothing else that on the market that sounds like them. They've gone through so many patent issues and copycats. No one else can make a copy, at least here in this country anyway. And I think even in other countries, they're very aggressive with the patent side of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing else that sounds like them. That's why they command so much.
Yeah, Gary, I was thinking about you this morning. I was watching, some of the music videos, whatever, behind the music stuff, all that crap, and they were talking about Maurice Gibb, for the Bee Gees.
Yep.
And how he sort of founded, like with, was it "You Should Be Dancing," and all these different beats, and he added on to them and all. So it was a pretty cool video. But anyway, they said he went from a Rickenbacker to a Fender. And all his stuff was done with a Fender. I was surprised. I thought the Rickenbacker, but he said he preferred the Fender. So interesting.
Well, a Fender Precision or a Fender Jazz?
I'll send you the link to the video because you would appreciate the different chords and things he was using. They broke down the different songs from the 70s and his riffs and all. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Put this way, now that I listen, because I like the old Bee Gees stuff. When I listen to some of those songs, being a bass player as you are, you would probably say, "Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool." And I'd be like, "What are you listening to? I can't hear it." You know what I mean?
Right. Like,
you can tell the difference, but it showed some of the, and he was going like 10, 12 different notes. And you're like, I didn't hear that. Where the hell's that in the song? Then when you play the song, listen, you can hear it. But if you didn't know better, you wouldn't know that.
You're not able to pick it out.
Exactly.
I think I might have seen that video because Maurice was, I think I remember him. No, who's the other brother?
Barry was a big guy with the beard.
Barry's with the guy with the beard. And then Robin.
Barry White, whatever.
Barry was saying that when he wrote Jive Talking, he actually, the guitar part and then the bass drum, the kick drum, he actually started with that beat because he was going over a bridge, and every time he hit the transition on the bridge, bump, bump, bump.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah.
That's how he came up with Jive Talking for the intro of it.
Interesting. Yeah, I just happened on it because I listen to Rick Beato all the time. I love watching Rick.
Yeah, Rick's a cool guy. He's down in Georgia. He's a nice guy.
Oh, is he Georgia? Okay.
Yeah, he's in Georgia. That's where his studio is. Anyway.
Yeah, anyone that's into American or even just music in general, and you want to know just cool things about the music in general, Rick Beato, great station.
He is good. He is good.
He's a very good guy.
He's the only one I've seen taking up Mike Campbell riffs and getting away with it. Mike Campbell from the Heartbreakers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, your favorite?
It's my favorite, yeah. Tom Petty and Heartbreakers. Nothing beats them. But a Mike Campbell riff is apparently different. And whenever I hear somebody else play it, it's not the same. But Rick Beato comes so close.
He's amazing at all the stuff he can play. You know.
Yeah, he
What is that? The Darth Vader?
No, I don't think that was no Mike Campbell. I'm trying to think who's the bass player for that.
Oh, here we go. Gary, type in the bass line that started it all.
The bass? What?
The video is called The Bass Line That Started Disco Fever.
Okay, all right.
You don't believe me?
I see it.
Hold on.
I'll stop it here. I got it.
They
watch it after.
It's a hell of a video, and it actually, when you think, like I said, it starts talking about the riffs that he did. There's 4 or 5 different riffs in just some of the songs, and you're like, there is? You know, because I never heard it. And then afterwards, I said, just for the hell of it, let me go on YouTube, play the song, and listen. I'm like, shit, there is. But I never knew. You know,
the if you wanted to know the names, Gary, the original bass player in the Heartbreakers was Ron Blair. But
then
he left.
Howie was the original, I think. Howie Epstein.
No, Ron Blair was actually the original. Then Howie came in because Ron wanted to run a flower shop or something.
Right.
But then when Howie died, Ron came back.
Okay, that's right. Because they did a night. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers did an amazing cover, and my band actually plays the. It's a Beatles tune. It's Taxman, but Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers for the concert for George Harrison, they did a cover of that, and I'm like, oh, this sounds really good, and it's a very jumpy bass line, and that's, you know, as a bass player, I'm going to be, you know, egotistic and say I love that one, but not everyone likes to listen to it. No,
but it's I don't know much about music other than I'm better at listening to it than I am at performing it.
Sure.
I couldn't make. I mean, I just walk by a piano. It sounds funny. You know, it's not.
Right. Here's a little bit. Oh, sorry. Yep. Anyway, it's an African American guy that has this channel. Look, Gary. I forget. Let me see what his name is. PD Bass. That's the guy's channel. PD Bass.
Oh, wait a minute.
All he talks about is bass, different bass.
EDT?
No, P, like police department, PD, and then the word bass, one word. He's got 91,000 subs, so he must be doing something.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I can't say I've heard.
Yeah.
I usually there's a couple guys on YouTube that I'll watch there, but you know, if you're a bass player, you know, even Victor Wooten is who's a very famous, you know, solo bass player. He's even gone on record and saying, listen, everyone, I no longer get calls, he says, to actually be a bass player anymore. Everyone wants me to do all these crazy solos, and that's great and fine, and I make a living off of that, but sometimes you just like playing very simple stuff and just grooving, and that's kind of the value of being a bass player.
Yeah.
You don't need to play all these solos. I mean, you got to learn your modes, learn your scales, learn your 7 different scales and whatnot, and understand it. But you don't need to be playing something super complex to be a good player. Even I just picked up the company that I do beta testing for over in China. They sent me a free drum machine and loop pedal, and I'm like, ooh, and the drums actually sound really good. Very, it's amazing. Like when you have some drums behind you, how you could just lay back and not do much at all, and it still sounds great.
Well, okay, guys, I'm gonna take off. It's about
we've had 2 hours 48 minutes. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I didn't think you guys would be on the song.
I'm waiting for the wife to get home from the hospital with her girlfriend, and then we're gonna go to the diner. So, but anyway, tomorrow 6 a.m. Eastern time, I'll be at Duchess, and if anyone's around, we'll see you there.
All right, guys. Well,
Take
hey,
care,
See you later. Hey, everybody.
hey, bye.
And let's see, end broadcast. Let's see how long it takes to end. Oh, come on. Yeah.